Network's International Podcast. We are now in flight. What flight are we on? 126 is it Plume? Because, man, I get lost with all these numbers, man. I think we're flight 200 already, or 2006, But, yeah, so things we're in
A lot of
126, right?
flights.
A lot of
Yeah, it's a
flights,
lot of
yes.
flights. I don't know the number either, Louis. I just sit on the plane. I let you fly it. So
Oh, you let me fly, man. We're gonna crash today because, man, Plume, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I mean, I don't even have a captain speech today because you know why? There's just too many stuff to talk about. I mean, we had a Gamescom show yesterday, and that's gonna be the fight today. We're gonna talk the good of the Gamescom show, the bad of the Gamescom show, and the ugly of the Gamescom show. That's what we're gonna talk about, Plume, because man, it's all been about games and an announcement that came out there that really rattled Twitter media, which got me posted, Oh, wait, is Silent Cypher in here? No way. Is Silent here? Oh, Silent, we can't see you, buddy. I hope Silent's here with us. I can't see Silent though. I think he got in, but I don't see him though. But anyways, Plume, that's what your
looks like
captain.
yeah,
Yeah, it
looks
looks
like
like
he's in there. I don't know.
yeah, it looks like he's in here. How did he get in though? But anyways, Plume, how are you, man? And what have you been playing?
I'm doing great. I mean, there's lots to talk about, and whenever there's lots to talk about, my days are interesting because I have lots to make videos about, and it's easier when there's tons of
Oh
news
yeah.
coming out. Because when I make videos Monday to Friday, and sometimes Saturday, and sometimes it's dry, but I dig and I try to find the news stories to go over. But this week so far has been extremely easy in making videos, so that's good. I've actually been playing. I'm lucky enough to get an early copy of Star Wars Outlaws, so I've been playing that, and
Oh
will
man.
be
But how
giving my
is that game?
thoughts. I can't talk about it right now, but I will be giving my thoughts later on. But yeah, I've been playing
Oh.
Star Wars Outlaws, so excited because that's a game I was looking forward to all year. So play it,
Really, really, really.
yeah. So I'll be giving my thoughts later on in the
Yeah.
next few days or so.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And yes, I did saw Mr. Clean's head pop into the chat. Not in the chat, but in the show though. I saw the head, but he kind of disappeared though. So yeah, I'm waiting on Mr. Clean, which because of him, I have gone viral. Thank you, Silent Cypher. I've gone viral. He posted my video over there to Shane from what's the channel called? I keep forgetting. Oh my god. From Dirk Griggity's channel. And yes, Shane got that. And he literally went on YouTube, and showed my video. Like if I was gonna say something, but all I did was, "Where is the rumor? Where is the?" I mean, this is literally chat. This is what I did. This is all I did. I was like, "Where is the rumor? Where is the rumor?" I was like, "Oh, here you go." And this was basically my reaction. I just said, "Oh, that's all I did." That was basically my reaction video. And for that, I don't know why, but I got posted pretty much everywhere. I mean, it wasn't like the Jeff Keighley one. That was who he was supposed
Oh,
to do.
there it
Oh,
is.
there it is. What's up, Captain? How you doing, man? How you doing? Welcome to the episode. I know you're busy, but either way, though, how you doing? What have you been playing? We can't see you though. Captain, you there? I think the captain's trying to get the things fixed. But anyways,
He
he's
just
not.
came in. He just came in to tell you had a week.
Yeah, a week thing. Yeah, I had a week thing. Yeah, like always, like always. But Plume, you
Like
know,
always, Louis. That's not good. You should get that checked out.
what? Yeah, they always pick on me, man. I don't understand. Am I like the fun guy to be picked on all the time? Am I like that easy to pick on? Jesus. But anyways, I thought you were gonna ask me how I'm doing, too. Now I feel bad though. Not gonna
How
ask
are
me.
you doing? I know like you said, you've had it rough the last couple of days or last couple of hours with your clip going around. So how are you feeling?
Oh man, I'll be honest with you, Plume. I am feeling great. I mean, I'm happy, Plume. I'm happy because at least finally we got some messaging from Microsoft, which we will talk about later on in the episode. Because man, oh man, we were just tired of just throwing things out there. And like you said, though, I'm happy also. We are getting more and more news because hey, Plume, you're on at 8 in the morning with your good morning stuff, right? You come in every time 8 in the morning on your channel, right? Post to record a video. And right after you, like 30 minutes later or 40, 50 minutes later, an hour later, whatever, I hop in. So basically, I follow your news and also I do some digging too because I said, okay, what am I going to talk about? And it's been hard lately gathering news. It's been really freaking impossible now with Gamescom happening and everything, man. There is some news out there. And I've been playing Plume. What game did I finish? I didn't finish the game. Oh, I finished Redfall this weekend. I went in and finished it.
You just finished Redfall. Wow.
Yes, I did. I just finished Redfall. I went in because I already had I think it was like 12 hours into it or something like that. And when I saw there was a save issue in the game, I said, okay, Lou, delete, leave that right there, and don't play it till they fix it. I'm not falling for those save things. Nope, nope, no, 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 never again. After The Witcher, never, no. So after it got fixed, went in, and man, Plume, I gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
Back then, easy. Now it's like, come here, bitch, I got you. That's what it is. I mean, it's not easy, guys. I mean, the townsfolk were freaking crazy shooting at you. I mean, they didn't even miss a shot. I don't know what the heck those snipers were eating, man. But they like ate like platanos. I don't know what they ate some Dominican food. They don't miss, man. They don't miss. I mean, they were missing the shots. The shotgunners did not miss the shots, and man, they knew how to surround you. And the vampires, my God, they got annoying. They were dodging everything. I mean, them suckers were hard.
So the game's harder now.
Oh, you're here, Captain? Oh, good. So, Captain, how you been, man? Can you answer? Because I asked you earlier. I'm not gonna put you on camera because not there. But how you been, sir? Yes,
Yeah.
chat. Can you hear the captain, chat? I don't know if the chat can hear you. Let me see. Oh, they can't hear you though, son. Let me check. Let me check what is going on. Oh, oh, oh. I put you in big though. Holy crap! What do I do now?
Oh,
Sour. I need some. Oh, remove from scene. Okay. Okay. Never mind. How the heck? But you're in the show though. Did you go into to the app thing? Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why they can't hear you. So silent. Try to go through the normal link so they can hear you. Okay, okay. All right. Let me keep going then. All right, all right. Get out of here, silent. Love you. Okay, okay. All right. So let's keep on going. So yeah, I've been doing good, and man, like I said, I finished Redfall, and and to be honest, what was the big buff vampire's name? It was like a Hercules vampire. The one who always came down and chased you, Plume. You know what
I
I'm talking about?
I forget. I finished. I beat the game when it first came out, but I forget the names of the.
I think his
I
name
know
was
what you're talking about.
Croc or Crook or Rook. I don't
Yeah.
know what the name is. It was a weird name. So yes, I mean you got to kill that vampire. That's the only hint I'm giving to the chat if y'all gonna play Redfall. You got to kill that vampire because he gives you good weapons. He gives you special weapons.
So
And
it's a good
man,
game now, is basically what you're saying.
no, it wasn't. Listen, Plume, the game was not.
It
It's
wasn't
not.
bad. Hey,
Yeah,
I finished it. I played it in 20 hours. Like there was like 20 plus hours to beat when it first came out. Obviously, there
yeah,
was
same here.
issues,
Yeah,
but it
lots.
was yeah, there was enough. It was fun enough for me to play through it and experience the entire main story and stuff. But yeah, I should jump into it again and just kind of see how it's improved. I still really haven't done that. I jumped into like once when the new thing came out, but haven't gone deep into it.
Yeah, like when it came out, like I said, waited for it to be patched, right? Because since I heard it was a safe issue, played through it, and man, those vampires were tough. I mean, you had to think, man, you had to think because back when you were playing it with the issues that was going on, you're like, yeah, I mean, the guys can't shoot me. Let me just go ahead and shoot them. And you could literally got next to me, shoot them, and they couldn't hit you. And the vampires, with the slashes, they missed you. They couldn't hit you. But man, now they are on target. They don't miss. And man, Plume, they dodge. I mean, they move quicker. I mean, even Tom Cruise's vampires are slower than them. I'm telling you, that's how fast them fucker move, man. They were mean as hell. They were mean. I'm telling you, shit. But other than that, though, I started to play Subnautica Below Zero. I played the first Subnautica. I loved it. I'm a big fan of Subnautica. So yes, I found this one on sale for $10. Went in and got it. And man, I'm about to build my submarine now to go explore. Man, that's such a fun game. I have fun playing Subnautica. It's such like a fun, easy, fun, cool story. It's kind of like, so. I don't know if you played it. You're like in an abandoned alien planet, and you got oxygen and stuff. You got to go into water, collect resources, and build more of a base and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah, I've never played it, but I've watched my wife play it. She loves that game.
she loves that.
Loves Nautica.
Oh, so yeah, I can talk to her then and bring some ideas. But anyways, Plume, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But let's get the show on the road. We got so much things going on with Gamescom and everything that happened. Um, why does MJ Dark say? You see, these guys are mean, man. Look what chat's saying. Let me shout out the chat real quick, and let's get into the meaning. How are they mean? So okay, let me chat. Did you guys share this on the Sourblow, or you guys share this on Twitter? Let me go do that real quick. We are okay. I'm just gonna put
Yeah, it's up
live.
there. I saw it.
Okay, okay. Just saw it too. So let's retweet real quick. I just put live and also on our Discord because hey guys, we have our own Discord. You all gotta join it, man. Because Sourblow told me he's gonna cut off my toes if you don't see that Discord grow. I'm not kidding you. He threatened me. He threatened me. I ain't joking, y'all. So yes, let me shout out the chat real quick and say hi to everybody. So let's go in. So Sourblow in the house. And Silent says, where is Louis? What do you mean, where is Louis? I am here, Silent Cypher. Don't you see me? Don't you love me? I know you do because you have me on a meme streak. Yes, you do. 5.0 Trade Gaming evening, gentlemen and gamers. Had to come through and hit the like button. What's up? Thank you for that. 5.0 Trade Gaming. Ooh, hey, Dave Reezy in the house. Louis, quit playing around with the cheeks on the Deadpool controller and start the show. Laugh out loud. Man, Dave Reezy, if I had a Deadpool controller, seriously, I would be playing with the cheeks. I would be. I admit to that. I will be playing with the cheeks. I mean, I'm a big Deadpool fan. Heck yeah. But not like that weird stuff. But yes, I will be playing with the cheeks. MJ Dark, what's up? How you doing? Who else is in here? Oh, Joe Donnie Quezada. He says, hey, Xbox fan, what's up, Joe Donnie? How are you? He's been a member also for 10 months. Thank you for that. In the economy class. Thank you so much, Joe Donnie Quezada, for being part of the membership of XBI. And he also came out and gifted one Xbox International Podcast membership. Thank you so much, Udani. You are freaking awesome for doing that. So Sourblow says, let's see, Louis is equal to L. What do you mean equal to L? And Sourblow says, never met a guy that his name had more L's than Crazy Louis. Laugh aloud. So what, you're picking on me now because I got an L? What are you talking about? How is that an L? And then MG Dark comes around and says, Louis, you just suck. What do you mean I just suck, man? Hey, you played the easy version of Redfall. I got it in 2 hours without even dying. That's how easy that game was. And then when it got the update, oh man, they just, oh man. Look at your dad. He says, please don't bully Louis. Well, I will tell Google. Ha 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 ha. Wait, can Google do something about that? Huh. Oh, Stan says normally doesn't work, so I just have to hang out with you in the chat today. Have some work. I gotta to make sure things are good to my portable option. All right, that's awesome, Stan. No worries, no worries. We got this. He's lying. He do weird stuff on cheese. No, I will not be doing that. Oh, Cozy Beluga, what's up, Cozy? How you doing? How you doing? So Plume, let's get the show on the road. There's not going to be any in-flight announcement because, man, oh man, there's just too much things to talk about. And I couldn't sit down and do it because it had to be all fast. But I mean, yesterday I did back-to-back podcasts. It was the morning show, then it was Boom Show, and then it was the Gamescom. And today I was like, well, it says the show was going to be 2 hours, and it lasted 2 hours and 30 minutes. So literally after that, it took me a while to get out of here because I had to talk to the chat a little bit, and talk a little about the show. But damn, just so many things, just so many things. So Plume, everything announced at Gamescom opening night live 2024. Plume, let me tell you something about this Gamescom showcase. You know how many games that were announced? There was 44 games announced on opening night. That is without the pre-show because the pre-show actually announced a couple, and I went searching for that, and I just couldn't find it, and I couldn't get the ones and organize it for the ones who are going to be on Game Pass because I don't know why it was all over the place. I think everybody's just throwing news out there because there's a lot of things
Yeah.
happening in Gamescom right now. They're not having sat down and organized for it. Later on. We'll see which games are there. But Plume, my question is to you: what were the game trailers you enjoyed the most? Go for it, brother.
Ooh, game trailers I enjoyed the most. I mean, there's like it was a decent show. I don't know, it wasn't like the best show in the world.
Yeah.
I'm excited at the very end with Mafia. That was really cool. I like they
Yes.
didn't show us anything, which is
No.
always kind of annoying. Like I would love to see is like maybe like a teaser of the gameplay or maybe like an in-engine thing. But obviously we just got the splash screen. I love the setting for it. I think it's going to be really cool to go into back like to Sicily and stuff. And I'm very excited for that. And I don't think we got a release time frame on that. I thought I read something like 2025, but I don't know if that was just a mistake. So I'm excited for that. That Dune game looked pretty cool. I was
Oh
actually
yeah, that
Dune
dude look.
Awakening. Yeah,
Wow.
that looked. I was surprised. Like I wasn't totally sold on it, but they showed more of it. I mean, graphically, it doesn't. I don't think it was like the best looking, but just like all of the things you can do in that game looks like it is going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Of course, Indiana Jones was looking amazing. Just the gameplay and everything. I know obviously we'll talk about the whole PS5 thing later, but just from the
Yes.
gameplay perspective of it and what that game I think is going to end up being. Machine Games' biggest game. There's lots of different ways you can go through. There's like stealth, there's the action. It just looks like it's going to be a great game to play. A great way to end off 2024. What else? What else is there that I liked? I'm just trying to think of
Okay.
everything.
I got you one. I got you one. I got you one. This one's Silent Cypher's favorite game because you know why I'm gonna I'll show him today because Silent put me out there to everybody with the video. So you know what? I'm gonna show him a little bit for today. But yes, Infinite Nikki. That was one of my favorites. Is it Infinite Nikki or Infinite? I don't know. It was something with Nikki. She had like little Pokemons and stuff. But there was just a lot of stuff though, Bloom. It was just a lot of stuff. Let me give you another one. We saw Dying Light, the Beast new game. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, that
Yeah,
was awesome.
looks cool. I haven't played. I played the first game. I haven't played the second one yet. So, but that
Oh,
Beast one looks good.
you're like me with the second one. Like for me, the second one, right? I started to play it. But then we had the issue that it just wasn't looking pretty. We had the issue that it wasn't
Yeah,
looking
that's
pretty,
what.
and a year later they patched it and it looked good. But when I was gonna hop in, another game came out, and I just totally forgot about it. And that's what sucks. I mean, you get more and more games, you forget about it. So that's on my backlog. I want to play it, but to be honest, after I played Dead Island 2, mm, that's gonna be hard to come back. But yeah, that was another game that was announced that was pretty cool. You know, I'm happy that they're delivering that. And let me see. You mentioned Dune Awakening, man. That Dune Awakening looks awesome. I wonder, Plume, I wonder if I can run in my underpants in the sand because you got to collect spices. So yeah, I wonder if we can run around in underpants in the sand. Would you get like sunburn or something? I don't know. What do you
I
think
mean,
about that?
I'm sure you can try. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that
Did
one.
it look like Mass Effect to you? Like basically like the
Yeah,
shooting parts looked exactly the same to me. Like
I
the camera view and the way he was like walking and everything looked very Mass Effect to me.
I don't know if it looked like Mass Effect though, but for me, it kind of looked like Mass Effect Andromeda, but without the screwy
Yeah.
graphics. That's what I basically kind of saw. Kind of like Mass Effect Andromeda with the screwy graphics that we got Mass Effect Andromeda. That got some screwy ass graphics. That was one hell of an ugly game.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was cool. I mean, it was cool. And Plume, one of the good things, Plume, and I know you're excited for this, man. I know you are. We got one of Sony's biggest games. We got one of Sony's biggest games out there from a third party publisher, Genshin Impact, brother. I mean, Plume, aren't you excited for Genshin Impact?
I've never played it, but I've heard a lot about it, so I will be checking it out for sure. I've never I think I dabbled in it very a tiny bit when it first dropped, but yeah, that's a huge game just in terms of the amount of players that play
Yeah,
that game.
it's got
And
like
what
60 million players or something plus or
y-
something. It's
yeah, and what's
huge.
cool is that it's in the cloud, there's cross progression, so I think you're going to be able to take what your accounts and play it anywhere you want with it
Mm.
through the cloud, so
So
that's
I
going to be
can.
huge for people.
So wait, you're telling me that if I play it on PlayStation, I can bring it over?
I think so. Should be able to.
Oh, it should be able to, unless Sony makes you sign in with a PSN account that says block you.
Yeah.
I'm just messing. I'm just messing. Chat. Don't troll me. Don't troll me. Don't troll me. I'm just messing. I'm just messing. Let me see. What else? What else? Because man, like I said, we got so much to talk about.
King of Meat?
Oh, that King of Meat game. That King of Meat looks like fun. The best thing about that King of Meat was that it actually squashed Jeff Keighley. Hands down to that. I mean, I was happy. He was like collecting his trophy and he got squashed. What do you think about that game though?
It looks fun. I mean, it looks like a fun party game. It'd be a perfect game just to jump in. It'd be a perfect game to bring on Game Pass if they did end up doing that. Just get tons of people jumping in at the same time. Yeah, it looks like it'd be fun. I'll probably try it out.
You probably tried it out. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We also got No Room in Hell 2. When did No Room in Hell 1 came out? Did you play No Room in Hell Part 1?
Nope, never played that one.
You ever play that one? Ah, but I
Nope.
don't know. And we also got like a little thing about Arc Raiders. We actually see it's going to come
Oh,
out.
our creators. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, finally we got some more
Yep.
information on that.
Hmm.
Which did they announce the release date? I forget on our creators.
I think it's going to be 2025. I think it said. Let me see. Arc Raiders release date. Let's go look for it real quick. It says PvPvE. Damn, that's a lot of names. Survival extraction shooter Arc Raiders is coming to PC and consoles in 2025. Yes, sir. We're getting that game in 2025. and it's a free to play game. Plume, there's a lot of free to play games. I mean, how the hell are we gonna handle all these free to damn play games?
Yeah, it's the new. It's obviously the model that's gonna be. It's like the prominent model now, right? With just getting people in there and spending all the microtransactions and stuff. So yeah, and you think of the games like First Descendant too, free to play, which is
Yeah,
huge.
First Ascendant is huge too. Jesus.
And,
And I
and
mean,
yeah,
and I got a question for you. Why didn't Sony copy off of that book and then conquer that? I mean, you should have put free to play
didn't Con-
conquer.
didn't Conquer release in early access or something?
Yeah, it's just released, but nobody's
Is
talking about
anybody
it.
playing this game right now? No, like we gotta check this out. Concord's Steam numbers. Let's see.
Uh-oh, let's go, let's go. Uh-oh, we're gonna get some insider information now. What y'all got? Well, it's not insider information because
Let's
wait,
see
let's see
right
it.
now. I
Let's
have
see
no
it.
idea. I'm going
I
into
have
this
no idea
blind.
either. We're going blind into this chat. This is gonna be a fun one, chat. We're gonna see how many players. I mean, because we saw them rooting for Wukong. But nobody but I mean, I understand what you did you see they even put the PlayStation logo on it? Like
Yeah.
you I was like, what the it's not even exclusive to y'all. They all don't seem to understand that stuff.
For some reason, it's. Oh, do I need to do the beta? What is it? For some reason, it's not showing 2,000. No, that's the old beta. For some reason,
That's
it's not showing in Steam charts right now.
uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Must be
Let's see.
really low.
It must be. Uh oh. That's not a look. Good look. I mean, if you got 2,000 playing on Steam, it's got to be really low. I think the return is going to be like 500 people on it. And man, that's going to be the talk. That's going to be the talk of this week after the whole Indiana Jones thing. But you just watch Conquer. You just watch. I mean, to be honest though, let's be serious a little bit. I wish it does well for them, because I mean, I know those devs really worked hard on the game. I mean, deep in my heart, I really wish it does well. But the thing is, the fanboys. I mean, even this guy. Let's call him Fred Krugers. All right, let's call even Fred Krugers. Let's call him that. Fred Krugers came out with a video today saying, "Do not buy this game." I'm like, but wait, aren't you a PlayStation fan? What do you mean you telling people to not buy this game? What's wrong with you? I don't understand what happened to that game, but yeah, and I don't know why it did not show up on. I mean, they should have shown it in Gamescom. Why didn't they show it though? That game should have been a trailer on Gamescom a little bit more just to hype up the people to go buy it and tell people, "Hey, we're still here." You know, Plume, you're muted. Plume, you're muted. Plume is muted. Face the microphone. Hello. Oh no, Plume is muted. No, we got Plume on the end. He's muted. All right, let me get myself into it. Oh, he still looks for the numbers. Oh man, Chad, let's wait till Plume. Fix the microphone. Plume, you're muted. Plume. Wait, did I mute Plume? No, I didn't mute Plume. Plume is still talking. That's weird.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, you're back. You're back. You're back. Oh, I was asking, why didn't the show come?
I was saying they didn't want to pay the six figures that Jeff Keighley was asking for to show off the game. They could
Holy crap! That was like 160,000 right euros for just one 30-second
yeah.
trailer, and if shit, that was a lot of money right there, man. That was a lot of money.
Yeah, but honestly, Concord, I played the beta.
I
It's not a
did too.
bad game. It's not a
I
bad
did too.
game by any stretch. Like it is. It's not. It's fine. Like it's just the problem is where it's releasing, and it's so saturated in the market that it's in for first person hero shooters and everything. You have a game like Marvel was it Heroes or whatever it's
Oh,
called.
Marvel Rivals. That was another one that got
Rivals,
announced.
yeah.
Oh my god, that game was
And
awesome.
that game looks great, but the reality is, even if it was subpar and it was a crappy game, it wouldn't really matter. It has the Marvel IP, and everyone's going to play that over playing Concord just because of the broad reach of Marvel, right? So they're just in a very tough spot. It kind of reminds me of now. I would say that like Titanfall 2 is a far superior game, but it kind of reminds me of Titanfall 2 when they released it in between Battlefield and Call of Duty when both of those games were juggernauts for first person shooters, and then it just died. I feel like Concord, the same thing is going to happen with that. It's just releasing. Everyone already has their game, has their
Yeah,
first person shooter multiplayer game that they play. There's just no space right now for another one in there
yep.
unless it has something like a Marvel IP attached to it, or if it's something revolutionary that people want to play. So we'll see how it does.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. Not only that, you also got Predecessor, which was announced too, and that game even looked a lot more fun than Conquer. Remember Predecessor? The one that had
Yeah,
like the guy that looks like Liu Kang, and you got the guy that looks kind of like Goro. I made a comment about it this morning. Kind of like a joke.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I commented on that. I said, "Oh man, look at this." and predecessor, it looks even way better than Conquer. I don't know why, but predecessor kind of like got the they kind of, I feel like they kind of got the game trailer right because it looks fun and the gameplay looks fun. Conquered, the thing is that everybody out there in the Sony world, I had to say it because it's been said enough. They wanted it to be the Starfield killer.
That
I
doesn't
don't
make any sense.
exactly.
It's a multiplayer game. But
No, because
go ahead. Go ahead.
because when it was, I remember it was announced like a teaser, right? So when they
Yeah.
saw the teaser, like, yes, this is gonna kill Starfield. A lot of people were saying that out there. But then the game comes out, and it was just a multiplayer. Like, huh? What happened here, man? That really broke their hearts, man. That's why they're not buying the game.
Speaking of Starfield, what did you think about the trailer for the Rev 8?
Oh my God, Plume, 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 Plume. Let me tell you something, Plume. If they actually do make a Rev 8 for you to buy in real world, I would go buy it. That was the best trailer. I mean, literally, it's like when I saw it, it looked. I don't. Let me tell you something. The new lead in marketing is smart. It's smart. I mean, we all play Dead Space. We know Dead Space is like a real serious game, but it can also be fun, right? And that just by that trailer, like literally how they showed it, like they were showing the car, like, burn, burn, all that cool stuff from the car. You're like, what the hell is going on here? What's happening here with this car, man? And just the way when it goes, like it made like you're like, oh man, it's gonna make this jump, and all of a sudden you see like it didn't make it and goes, shh, just hovers back up and lands. You're like, whoa, man! I'm telling you, Blue, I'm telling you. I want to go buy this car right now. I mean, if it was a real life car that hovers, I want to go buy it. How did you feel
Yeah.
about that one, Blue? I mean, that was awesome. You did
Yeah,
a good
it
job.
looks fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to use it in Shattered Space DLC more so than anything. Like that's going to be
Yes.
cool to try it out there. And because I'll be jumping into that. I don't know if I'm going to jump in right now until that comes out, but yeah, I'm excited to have that ability because it's like exploring the planets by foot, especially when you have like a jetpack that lets you like move around fast and everything. It was fine, it was fun, but sometimes you just want to like zoom around and get around fast and just explore everything you can. So it's cool that they finally added that in there.
Yeah.
Um,
I
and
wonder. I wonder how that car is gonna work in those planets that just does not have any gravity, just float.
yeah, yeah, that'll be interesting to see for sure. That'll
Yeah.
be. What do you
That,
think
that,
about that?
yeah, exactly. I mean, because that's what's so amazing about Starfield, man. I mean, Starfield for me, um, started to play last year. I mean, it was me. TJ was in the back, was back there. Help him out. Gather some weapons and everything. He was like, "Go get this gun, steal it out of this place. It's the best gun in the game." And yeah, TJ, got me a good gun from stealing it over the place. Now they gotta add co-op. They gotta add co-op into that game. There has to seriously be some co-op in there. There has to, and they gotta add like a cool co-op ship. Like someone should be the captain, the other one should shoot. You know, and also like the player with the suit on, they should be able to get out the. You know, hmm, I got an idea though, and they can do this. They can actually do this. I mean, the player should be able like to stop like if you can do a co-op, they should like you can send someone out into space and they can just hover to the other ship, get in there, and just kill everybody and take everything. They can actually do that. You know?
Why not? I'm sure there'll be mods of like crazy things that I mean we've already seen some of the crazy mods
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
built. The whole Star Wars integration into it and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But um, what did you think about the Call of Duty trailer, the campaign and
Oh
stuff?
my God, that call. Let me tell you something. With the Omni movement and everything going on in that game looks fresh. I mean, for me, it looks new. Somebody might say graphically kind of looks like the old. Nah, 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 nah. This game is just looking so beautiful. I mean, you got Bill Clinton, you got who else you got in there? You had a bunch of guys in there. That was pretty cool. That I actually saw Bill Clinton. I was
Yeah,
waiting for. I'm not gonna say who, but I was waiting for her to be there, chat. You know what I'm talking about, chat. I was waiting for that person to appear since we saw Bill Clinton, but no, we did. I don't know if she's gonna, or he or she. I'm not gonna say who it is gonna be in
it's.
that game.
Wait,
What?
I think I know. No, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it look graphically like Call of Duty always wows every year graphically because
Yeah,
they
it
have so
does.
much money
It
for this
does.
game. Like it's insane. I really hope the campaign is a big upgrade over MW3. MW3 like it was fine. It was you could play through it, but it was just like they just threw you basically into multiplayer maps or to open world maps, and then that was it. I hope that they expand on that a lot because I believe it's still having that like semi-open feel to it. But from the trailer, I mean, the story and the like the action in it looks so good with the vehicles and everything. So I really Black Ops usually has good campaigns. So that's like, awesome. Like Game Pass day one too for that, which is insane. And then you get the
Yeah.
beta coming what in 9 days from now, and everyone gets to play together at the same time. Something I'm happy to hear about.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, I'm down for some Call of Duty, man. I'm down. I'm down. I'm happy that it's finally coming into Game Pass, and I know that's gonna boost up some sales on the console. I mean, it's not gonna be PlayStation. I know that. I mean, if it does, that'll be an impressive feat. If it does, I said if it does. So don't chat. Don't be saying like, "Oh, Louis said this." No, no, no. I'm saying it's gonna boost. It's gonna help. Game Pass also. Stuff in there. Not only that, we also saw the rumor these past couple of days. One thing you talk about in your morning show that they're gonna start bringing pretty much all the ABK games in there. So if they bring all the old Call of Duty titles into Game Pass, I mean, heck, Plume. This is what these guys don't talk about. I don't understand because all they say is nobody's gonna pay just to play one Call of Duty, but y'all forget that there's a big ass catalog of Call of Duty games. And once they switch, they switched the servers on, didn't they last year? And it sold like crazy. I mean, those Call of Duties were selling like crazy. But imagine, Plume, you got all them Call of Duty games on there. You know how many hours of content you got in those Call of Duty games right there, just to prestige all of them? Holy shit, that's a lot of Call of Duties, man. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
they put them on. They brought up the servers. They put them on sale, and then everybody was jumping in on Xbox and playing, which was awesome. So if they put it into Game Pass, I mean, they should
Yeah.
eventually put them in there. I mean, you could just do an entire announcement just for Call of Duty games onto Game Pass. People
Mm-hmm.
would be jumping in and playing it, but like they obviously have to think about this stuff like strategically. They're not going to do it anytime near the releases of Black Ops 6 or the new game, right? Because they don't want to take away sales from that. So maybe like halfway through next year or something. They do it. I don't know. It's just they're slowly dripping in Activision Blizzard games, right? 'Cause we got Crash, we got Diablo, we have the Call of Duty games or the MW3. So they gotta keep bringing them out. I hope it's something that they have planned, and there's probably licensing and everything they have to think about, but whatever. They got to bring all those games out.
Yeah, I mean, look what Silent Cypher said. Well, hey. Let me tell you something. At least the kid nailed something over there in the Jeff Keighley show. He did nail something. He did nail something because hey, we're getting a reformed Rabbi Bill Clinton in the game in Call of Duty. I mean, he's reformed. I don't know if he's a rabbi, but he's reformed. I mean, he's looking young. He's not looking as old as he does because he's looking young in the game. So yes, he is reformed. Man, we got to get that kid on our show. I mean, he's got some insider info because he literally came on stage and said, my buddy reformed Rabbi Bill Clinton. Hmm. Huh. Because yes, he is reformed though. Oh man, that was a good one. That was a good one. Chat. I asked y'all a question y'all didn't answer. What was your favorite trailer though? I mean, go ahead, get into this. Let's go. Let's talk about it. I want to see what you guys got to say, man. I don't know if you saw it, but we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it, chat. Come on, bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Go ahead, bring it in. I want to see. I want to reform or remaster, whatever works right. Says Silent Cipher. But yes, I want to know what was your favorite trailer because there was a lot of things announced out there. And to be honest, like you said, it was a decent showcase. But it was just too much. I mean, there was 44 games. Um, there was also Dragon Ball, which Dragon Ball we can also talk about later. But yeah, we saw Dragon Ball. For you Dragon Ball fans, I don't know Plume's a Dragon Ball fan. But again, we're going through the Raditz storyline. Then we're going through Vegeta. Then we're going through Frieza. Then Cell, Kid Buu, and then we're going Super. I don't know that much of the Super storyline, but dear Lord, how many times are we going to tell this story, Plume? Dear Lord.
Until it stops making money. What do you mean?
That's true. That's true. It makes a lot of money. Yeah, that's true. I mean, what new attacks does Goku have? I mean, seriously, what new does he have? I mean, he has the Kaioken Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, if they make a Super Saiyan 20, I mean, that would be pretty amazing. Just those like farts or kills, the other guy. I don't know. But man, too much Goku. Jesus. So yeah, we talked a little about King of Me. There was that game called Linked Banner of the Spark. Remember that Link game? That was pretty interesting. Or
I
was it?
I have to look it up. I forget it, to be honest.
You forgot about it? Oh yeah,
Like
because
because I was watching the show and I was going in and out. Like I was doing stuff on the side, so I may have missed. May have forgotten that one.
here now Plume. Here's a game that when I saw it, I was like, man, they should have just made a game. And that is the Batman Arkham Shadow. They
Yeah,
should,
they
they should
should. They should have just. I'm also annoyed it's not on PSVR 2 because that's the VR headset I have. So it's another game that won't take that off the shelf.
no. But wait, Plume, but you got the PSVR 2, but you can only play it on the PC though, isn't it? Because MetaQuest was for PC. So if you got the PSVR 2, that means you're gonna get the adapter. But either way, you can't use like 90% of the functions of the PSVR. So how are you gonna enjoy it then?
I don't. Can you? I don't think you can. You can only access like if it's only for MetaQuest. I'm pretty sure it's only in their store. I don't think I'm going to be able to access that with PSVR 2. Can you access the MetaQuest store with other headsets other than the
Nah,
MetaQuest?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a VR thingamajigga thing, whatever it's called. No, I don't know. No, I don't have a VR thing. I don't know. It and not only that, I don't think it will fit in my big head. I don't know. I used to have a Virtual Boy though, and I used to get hit all over the place when I was a kid. That's why my head grew real big because I mean, I used to slam into the wall running with that thing, thinking it was real.
Why
Yep.
would you run into the wall with it on?
Because I was playing with it, and sometimes they called you, and that thing was heavy though. I mean, I
Yeah,
was
but if Virtual Boy was stationary, you put it on a table or like a
no,
desk or something.
you had like a thing that you can attach it to your head, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
but it had like legs, and you put it on the table, and then you would like lean into it.
Yeah, but there
You
was
have
a
a
way.
controller.
But there was a way you could.
Why were you running around with it? I don't.
Well,
It didn't. It didn't
yeah,
even attach to your head. You just like leaned into the thing.
because I wanted to be like the guys who use virtual reality. I mean, don't you remember Blanchek, the kid with the thing on? He was in the thing, moving around and stuff. I wanted to be like Blanchek, running around my VR. I mean, with the Virtual Boy, it wasn't a VR thing, but it was just weird. All I know is I got a lot of headaches from that damn thing, that red and black thing. Jesus, I had Mario
Yeah.
Tennis on it, so it was a lot of fun. Was it Mario Tennis? I don't remember.
Yeah, Mario Tennis. There was a
Yeah,
tennis game.
that was a good tennis game. Yeah, that was a good tennis game. Okay, so now more multiplayer games out there because we have Marvel Rivals we talked about. Marvel Rivals was pretty cool. We also saw Age of Mythology Retold, which is coming. When is it? Next week? No, in 2 weeks it's coming. We're actually getting that into Game Pass Day 1, which is pretty cool for all you Age of Empire fans. I don't know if whom you're an Age of Empire fans and you're looking to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I played them back in the day and stuff, and I'll be jumping in. I'll be trying. I'm excited to try Age of Mythology. So
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
that September 4th or 17th or something like that?
I don't remember. I think it's gonna be early September. I don't remember what day it was. Chat, help us out with that. What day is Age of Mythology coming out? Because, like I said, our brain is fried from watching all these shows these past 2 days because there's so much games, man. There's so much games. And boom,
We
what are you gonna say? What are you
I
gonna say?
was gonna say we should like we got to talk about Indiana Jones.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. I'm excited for that game. Boom. How about
That
you?
that to me, I one of the games I'm most excited for this year. I think it could be a game of the year candidate. We'll see, but one of the games I'm most excited for because I loved the first one. It's just a really fun game, and it's a huge upgrade from the 360 because that was when the first one came out. So I'm super excited for that one.
You know what I'm excited for, Bloom? I'm excited for Floatopia and, like I said, Infinite Nikki. Those are my two games out of the whole showcase that I love. I mean, Infinite Nikki has got all them cute little Pokemons and stuff like that. They were real cute. I mean, even Silent Cypher was excited over there in the chat watching that. It was like, yeah, I'm not gonna play it. I said we should combine and play this because I know. And Floatopia, man. I mean, there was a lot of Japanese, like anime stuff on the show because we got Genshin Impact, we got ZZZ, we had I don't even know. Oh, you know what was interesting, Plume? How Netflix is getting into gaming really hard, man.
Hmm.
We
Yeah,
we saw we saw Squid Games from them. I don't know what was the other one because seriously, there was just so much stuff. Fatal Fury coming out, Secret
that's
Level.
cool. Fatal Fury coming out's cool.
Yeah, Fatal Fury is fantastic. I love Fatal Fury. I love Fatal Fury, especially Capcom versus SNK. Like I said, that's my favorite fighting game. You know, Terry Bogard and Ryu combined to kick ass. Um, Another game, Plume. Another game. Hmm. This game, I know you would love to talk about it. That is the first Berserker Kazan.
Yeah, that game looks phenomenal. That looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
That's
it does.
a big one on my list that I can't wait to jump in and play. Um,
Same here. Same here. I'm into.
I don't remember when is the release for it. I gotta look that up again. Is it
Let me see. The first Berserker. Let's see. Look for Berserker Kazan. Here we go. Let's go. Release date. It says it will
early
release
2025?
2025. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Thank God they're moving games over there because to be honest though, please move, 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 move because there's too many games coming out in the next 3 months. I mean, we got Flight Simulator, which is coming out soon too. It's just, we're packed, dude. We're packed. Call of Duty, we are just packed. We are
Yeah.
just packed.
There's no one's gonna be able to play all these games. It's impossible right now.
Yep, yep, yep. So let's see, right? They just say just play with it. What do you mean I was playing with it, Silent Cypher? When did I say that? What? Wait. So now, wait. Is Mike Johnson combining with you now, Louis? Most of them guys at this point are already on Call of Duty. Okay. I thought Mike Johnson's combining with you, Louis. Just say, just play with it. Yeah. Well, you run around, Louis. File a lawsuit. What do you mean got to file a lawsuit? Oh, you mean for the Virtual Boy? No, I can't file a lawsuit on the Virtual Boy. I mean, the Virtual Boy is pretty cool. It gave me headaches, but it was back in the day, you know. I remember I got it. Like I said, I was running around with that thing. That thing was heavy. That thing was heavy. No joke. I literally made like a cool headset trying to imitate what's this thing called? You guys need to go on to be to on X because Indiana Jones comes to PlayStation. What? What he said?
Don't just-
What did he keep saying? What do you mean you need to be on X for what?
you
Because Indiana,
guys QQE'd to on X. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means, man. I don't know. Are you saying you need to be on X? What you saying though? I mean, seriously, correct it. Okay, so let's keep on going. Just to jump into the main. I mean, not to the main topic. We gotta jump. We gotta talk about some Indiana Jones, which that is gonna be the ugly. Because now, okay, now here comes the bad part of it, Plume. Because we already talked like a lot of games. Oh, remember Delta Force Delta Force Hawk Ops? That looks like fun. You know that multiplayer game? Or no?
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah, that looks good.
That looks good. That's good. That looks good. But yes, like I said, for the show, I was gonna ask you, what did you rate it? I mean, chat, go in. What do you rate the show? Plume, what do you rate the show to?
Uh, C plus or B. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm finding Jeff Keighley shows boring.
Yeah, it's
Like
not
I just
you.
it's just boring. I don't know. There's too much packed in, and it's like a lot of the stuff I don't care about, or even if I do care about it, I'm like getting bored sitting there for 2 hours or so, and by the time it hits, I'm like zoning out. So it's I don't know. His shows I just find are kind of boring. But I don't know. C plus B. B minus.
Oh, B
Go B
minus,
minus.
B minus, B minus. Oh, okay. Oh, B minus. Okay. I mean, for me, to be honest, I mean, Xbox showed a lot of games. If it wasn't for the Xbox games that jumped on there, I'll be honest with you, that would have not been a good show. That would have not been a good show. It was just not. I mean, there's just too. Uh, Genshin Impact was big, right? That was a huge thing because that's actually one of the Sony's biggest games out there with 60 plus million players and everything playing that game, hopping into Xbox. That was huge news. But other than that, though, it was just like you said. I don't know why, but I find it like yesterday. I try to. I mean, me by myself here doing the show, I try to make it as entertaining as for me as and for the guests, right? Because I mean, the chat was there watching it with me, but it was hard for me to to keep up because I was like, oh man, I'm tired. I'm tired, and it was just tired because I was bored. It was like nothing impressive, right? When I saw Call of Duty, because that was the thing, the why Call of Duty in the beginning, end the show with damn Call of Duty. It would have been a more impressive feat, to end the show with that. But yeah, what can we
Yeah.
do? What can we do? He ended it with the Indiana Jones with that smirk on his face. Like,
I, I I just I think the biggest problem is he tries to fit because he needs to make money for the show, and he needs to make it a certain length for advertisers that he just tries to fit everything into it, and then it just becomes oversaturated and people zone out. I think that's the biggest issue with the shows that he has.
so So T Craft says in chat, you guys QQ it crying on X because of Indiana Jones coming on PS5. I see many Xbox guys crying. But we already know it months ago. We already knew it months ago. T Craft, let me tell you something. Now I'm gonna put my little gloves on with you, man. Let's box just for a little second, right? I've been preparing my chat, and they can tell you if you catch the morning shows. I've been preparing my chat and telling them, hey, chat, I don't know. It might happen, it might not. Now, what was impressive for me, my reaction to the show was that I saw that Jeff Keighley was the one to announce it with that little smirk on his face. That was the only thing that really got me to it right there. And I was like, oh man, now we're going to see Twitter blow up and everybody go insane with this. That's all I said. But I wasn't crying last night on Twitter. I was actually eating popcorn while I was watching Twitter go crazy. That's what I was doing, to be honest. And Plume, since we're on that subject, man, let's talk about Indiana Jones. Boom. My question to you about Indiana Jones, besides that, you talked a little about it, you love what they show. My question is, was it right for them to announce it on Jeff Keighley's show?
So I talked about this on my show this morning.
Yeah,
To me, it's what I think is what I think, but I try to figure out like why they would do it, and then I try to determine like at that point if it makes sense, even if I'm against it, right? Does it make sense? So, like for me, in my personal opinion, I feel like no, you shouldn't have announced it there, and you should have just waited until the game was out for a few months and then had an announcement saying it was coming to PS5 at a later date. That's personally what I would have wanted and what I would have done. But then I'm thinking about why they did it. And I guess it kind of makes sense why they did it at that show, why they announced Indiana Jones there. The show's in Germany.
yeah,
There's a huge crowd watching. PlayStation dominates Europe, it dominates Germany. So they're probably thinking that the majority of the crowd there will be excited for that announcement, would go out and purchase the game day one, and they wanted to just let them know at that point. So that's why I'm thinking why they did it. The other reason why they potentially did it, maybe contractual obligations, maybe pressure from external sources, like maybe the FTC appeal is pushing pressure that they have to try to get more information out there that they are putting games on other platforms and stuff. So maybe that's why they did it. But so I can understand why they made the announcement. And it makes sense potentially from a business perspective. Me personally, I wouldn't have done it, but I can get why because of the market they're in. They obviously when they go to these shows, right before they make their trailers, before they do all this stuff, they're obviously study like, okay, who's the demographics that's going to watch this show, right?
yeah.
It's a main show. It's not like a Xbox show, so you're going to get a lot of PlayStation players there. It's in Germany. You're going to have a lot of PlayStation fans in the crowd who play primarily on that platform. They want to capitalize on that and make more money. So that's why I'm thinking they did it.
Well, for me, um, because there's already articles out there that Xbox even came in and renegotiated the contract and blah blah blah. I have a theory. This is a crazy little theory. This is a crazy little theory. I'm not confirming it. I'm not saying it's a rumor or anything. It's just a theory, Chad. Okay, because I know a lot of people out there say, "Well, I heard a rumor." No, no, this is a theory of mine because it's negotiating, right? We saw, and I don't know, Plume, if you saw this the other day, we saw that Microsoft, because look, right? We saw Deadpool's cheeks on the controller. We saw Wolverine cheeks on the controller. We saw a Deadpool console, right? A pretty cool console for them, like for example, to do. I don't know. I do not know why Xbox is doing this freaking sweepstakes thing. So I don't even know who the hell will win this, but
They
I
they
mean,
yeah, they've been doing it they do it
yeah,
multiple
for
times.
multiple times. Yeah, yeah, and that not only that, you also months ago we saw the X Men sweepstakes. Remember the X Men sweepstakes? They were that cool console that had the Marvel X Men into it. That was pretty cool. Remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that? So yeah, we saw that months ago. So my theory is probably, Xbox is trying to bring back. I'm saying probably. This is a theory. I'm not saying this is a rumor. I'm not confirming it, chat. Again, I'm saying this again just in case. But my theory is they probably went in to negotiate with them to say, hey, if let's say we bring indie, out there or anything, I mean, can you give us the rights, tomorrow since we close Activision deals, to bring these games back or something? I mean, there had to be a deal going on between them and Disney with this. I mean, something had to happen for them to say, okay, let's announce this game right now, right here, and let's just get it done with. I don't know if you agree to me with this theory,
Yeah.
but
Well, there must. It's Disney. And do you remember when was it the Insomniac leak or was it the FTC documents about Spider-Man and the amount that they had to sell when PlayStation made that deal for Spider-Man, right?
that
So
was the Insomnia leaks. That was right after the
okay,
FTC closed. Yeah,
yeah. So that was okay. So there obviously I was something in the works with Disney as well on Bethesda's side of things, right? And that deal was made. People I think forget this, but Indiana Jones, the deal was made before Xbox acquired Bethesda, so they didn't
yeah.
even negotiate that deal. It's not like Xbox bought Bethesda, then went to negotiate the rights for Indiana Jones, and then negotiated with Disney. They bought Bethesda knowing that that was there, and that they would have to abide by whatever was in that contract, right? So their
So
hands probably, if that is the case, their hands are obviously tied at that point.
yeah, the party that has to party type. But again, at the end of the day, though, listen, Indiana Jones is going out there now. The plus side of things, right? And this is what we got to look at the plus now, because this was the ugly, one of the ugly parts, right? Now we're gonna go to the plus side of that thing. And chat, remember this: we're gonna play it first. We're getting it on Game Pass. Now they're saying we're beta testers. That's what they're saying because again, and it's kind of funny though because I remember that a lot of the fanboys, even BitCloud tweeted about this. I mean, I gotta go find that tweet, Plume. I gotta go find that tweet and read what he said. But a lot of the fanboys saw when they saw the game, they were like, "Oh, I get motion sickness. Oh, yada yada yada." And it's like they're playing on a ship now. But it's weird that it gets announced to PlayStation. Now we're seeing, oh yes, we're getting your game. Now they're wish listing it. I'm doing everything. Let's go buy it. Let's get Indiana Jones. But the funny thing is, y'all be paying 70, but we're paying 20. I love the Game Pass, Plume. I love it. I just love the Game Pass. I love that the Game Pass works, and I love how it does wonders. I love it, and I keep on telling people you got to be insane if you don't got an Xbox nowadays. I mean, if you're a console player and you don't have an Xbox, you got to be insane. You got to get yourself an Xbox because you save a lot of money. And I love how they go out there and say, no, 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 because we keep our games, we buy them, it's ours, and blah 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 blah, and all this stuff. Mm. Listen, bro, listen. If you're gonna shell out, because for all the games are coming through, I mean, look, we're getting Atlas Fallen. When is it today? We're getting Atlas Fallen, right?
Great, yeah,
Atlas
it's a fun game. I've been playing it, so it's a good
Yeah,
one.
we're getting the Atlas Fallen game that's coming out. Not only that, we're getting Call of Duty beta. We're getting so much games jumping on there. Look, Dead Island hopped on there. All these games just hop in there. And if you want to buy it, you buy it. But now they're on Game Pass, right? And you can probably buy them at a better price. And at the end of the day, like I said, it's better to save money and just go out there and just throw it. Now if you really love the game, go ahead and buy it. I would never say do not buy your games. But Xbox, not only that, with Game Pass gives you the opportunity to try all these cool indie games out there. It does give you that opportunity. So I understand why people don't take that approach and ignore the fact, right? Because I don't know if majority of these guys never had a blockbuster said we don't rent games. That's bullshit because we all rented games as a kid. Plum, did you rent games as a kid?
Oh, it was the highlight of my weekend.
Exactly. We all rented games. So don't come up with this bullshit that you all never rented games. That's a freaking lie. We all rented games. And we played those games. And the sad part is, like I said, these kids now have it easy because now you got the internet, you got reviews. But for us, it was just a box. And this is what we do. So let's say this was Indiana Jones, the Great Circle, right? Ah, man, don't you remember the Indiana Jones games put back in the day? They were awful. Awful from Nintendo, right? The Temple of Doom was kind of okay, but it was awful though. So we saw this box like, oh yeah, it's Indy. Look on the back, right? We switch around the back, we're like, oh look, oh, this looks cool. Let's go rent it. And when you rented it, it was a bad game. I remember when I went to rent Dick Tracy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Because I saw the movie, I said, Dick Tracy, Dick Tracy, Dick Tracy. I go rent my Dick Tracy game, man. Roger Rabbit. Oh, man. Oh, no. And especially it had the OGN titles. To help with the OGN. Except for the Spider-Man Maximum Carnage game. That was pretty good. But yeah, that's how it was. So yeah, that's the plus side of Xbox, guys. I mean, it's insane that nobody's taking this beautiful thing that we have here, which is Game Pass, is taking advantage of that. I mean, we have to take advantage. We have to save some money, guys, and it's tough nowadays. Money is getting tough. Anything else you want to add to that, Plume? So we
I
can
mean,
move on.
well, it's just there's a lot like when you think about people are always. I think the only people that care about this announcement are like the people who are attached to the console wars. Really, like that, those are the people that are, well, maybe not care, but are angry about it if they're attached to the console wars. But you just have to like think about the industry at this point and where it is, right? Like the console
Yep.
does it is when you rank what's important for these companies in terms of growth, or at least for PlayStation and Xbox, console right this point is probably number 3 in terms of how they're going to grow to continue to be like because they're businesses, right? Their plan isn't to just stay stagnant and continue to sell to the same people every single generation. That's a no go for them. They have to grow every quarter for their investors, for everything, right? But console is probably like number 3 in their future growth. It's going to be PC and cloud are going to both be above console. It's going that way. So how do you do that? Is you put your games in as many places as possible. You put them on PC, you put them on cloud, you put them on other consoles, and that would be like the third section. Like also just saw today, I think it was that Sea of Thieves sold a
1 million.
million on PS5. That's 40 million approximately, right? Obviously,
They have 40 million plus on the PS5.
yeah.
Is it 41 now, or is it just 40 in flat
I don't know.
in
It's just
total?
approximate, but it's a 40 million more dollars in revenue that Xbox gets to reinvest into their business and
Oh, nice,
bring more
nice.
money or bring more games over and stuff. So that's why they're doing these things. It doesn't it's like it's not about we hate the Xbox gamers and stuff, right? It's their businesses and they're going to do whatever they have to make money. And the reality is, if people don't like it, they literally they care so much. You can just go play anywhere else you want to play, right? So it's funny to see some of the discussions that people get into.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So this is one of the tweets I've read. It's hilarious. This is from Big Cloud Gaming. It's hilarious seeing so many frauds do 180 on this game because it's coming to PS5 next year. Laugh a lot. I never thought I would see the day where games that are quote unquote trash, according to PS fanboys, are now on their must-have list. Must-have list. Damn, Microsoft dropping more bangers than Sony. I mean, this is a guy from PlayStation. Because Big Cloud Gaming basically the channel's work as on PlayStation, and him saying that, I'm like, holy crap. And he's right 100%. Because I even talked about that in my channel. Say, where are your bangers? Where's the stuff you say we're going to deliver and everything? I mean, what's going on? And I don't know where that tweet is, but I think it was deleted. But he did post a tweet about saying, like, that some people were saying that they were nauseous, that because this game makes them nauseous because of the camera and everything. And now they're loving it. I mean, it's just crazy. And nobody focuses on Sony to bring the bangers that they're waiting for. Nobody focuses on that. It's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, we're still waiting for Sony, to do something.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna eventually get a announcements from Sony from first party. It's probably gonna come next year, early next year. And then when that happens, the last 2 years are gonna be deleted from history like they never occurred, and everyone's gonna forget, so
Yeah, I was gonna forget. Let's go cheer for Sony. That's what they're gonna do. But yes, let's damn Xbox. Yeah, let's damn the hell.
there's gonna be a
That's
lot of revisionist history in the once they start announcing their games.
Yeah, let me see now. Let's see what chat's saying, man. Let me bring in the chat because since it's me and you, why not bring the chat? They're just having some fun. Oh, Cozy, but look, it says Fatal Fury. Go Cozy. Cozy loves Fatal Fury. How you doing, Cozy? How you doing? Um, Let me see. Raichi has been a member for 12 months in economy class. Oh man, Raichi, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that, brother. You rock, man. 12 months, Jesus, man, that's awesome. Wait, it's getting close to a year now. That's cool. Let me see. Soon the Gunk and Renfall will be the exclusive for the Xbox platform. That's just me, Rachie. Oh man, let's see. Games might be awful by today's standards, but groundbreaking at the time. Okay. Anything else? People see console bans as games. Oh Jesus Christ. It's progressively heading that way. Console people are just not ready for it. The market has changed. Oh, we're gonna talk about that, G. Maybe stay in the old court. The old course just leads to debt, and we are not priority. Hmm. Interesting what you maybe said. We're gonna get to that later on. So, Plume, did you catch this morning's Gamescom Xbox Day One show? Tell me you did.
Did I catch it live? No.
No, but did you watch it?
Yeah, I dabbled. I've seen with some of the stuff that's happening. Yeah.
I mean, look, Plume, the Gamescom Day One showcase. I was really happy about it. One of the I was even about to start to cheer up because man, it was beautiful. Something I saw that I was like, man, this is beautiful for my Xbox for doing this. This is so awesome. They did like a segment on the show about the accessibility new controller,
Oh, I
which
saw that. Yeah, that
oh
was
my god, that was wicked. I mean, seriously, hands down to Xbox for doing that, and I'm happy they were doing that. And you know what? I was sad though. I saw chat jumping onto that over there in the Xbox showcase. Not my chat. My chat behaved perfectly. They all appreciated what was going on there. But the chat on the Gamescom showcase are like, skip that. All we want is games. Who cares about that? And all this stuff. And on Twitter, some idiot, because I gotta say some idiot, came out there and said, "This is why Xbox is for retards." I'm like, why y'all got to comment and stuff like that? I mean, seriously, that was a beautiful thing that Xbox did. I mean, accessibility, because I mean, you don't know what your future holds. God, you don't know if you're gonna get a family member that might happen to something, is gonna end up like that. I mean, God forbid, we don't want that. But hey, if they used to game, they got an access to game with these controls and everything. So I'm really happy they did that. I mean, that was one of the beautiful things I saw. That's right, for me, right there and there. For me, that show got an A, even though it didn't show that much. But for me, with that, just that, it got an A for me because that was just beautiful when they showed that. So for the Gamescom, Xbox Showcase, there was 15 games that were shown, right? 15 on that, some new, some old, stuff like that. But yeah. So we got Forza Horizon 5 new mode. It's called Hide and Seek. I don't know if you saw that,
yeah. I saw
which
that one. Yep.
it's pretty weird. Overwatch 2 new hero Juno. I don't know if you saw the whole Juno thing. And then we had 30 minutes of just Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred and Diablo Immortals, which basically I had to mute it right there because I know there's some Diablo fans out there, but damn, there was 30 minutes just talking about Diablo? Jesus, that was a lot. And Plume, man, one of the best games that was shown is Lonely Mountain Snow Rider. That game looks fun. Did you see that one, Plume, the skiing
Oh,
game?
I have to check that one, but I do like those styles of games, so I'm gonna look it up right now.
Man, you're gonna be playing co-op in that game. I think it's something like six. I don't know how many players, but you get to ski, just go down the mountain. You go around like frozen lakes. Man, just a simple game. You know what? What when I first saw it, I was like, ski free. I don't know if you remember. You remember ski free?
No, fortunately.
You don't remember ski free? Back in the old Windows computer games, we used to
Oh,
ski down
yes,
the hill,
yes,
ski free.
yes. Okay, yes, I remember Ski Free. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Ski
yeah.
free,
Oh my
man.
god, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Ski free, man. Oh my god. When I saw it, ski free, I was waiting for the monster pop. I'm like, just eat the.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, this game looks awesome. This looks like a lot of fun. I,
Yeah,
I
it
love
is.
I love the like skiing games, snowboarding games, like Shredders when that came out on Game Pass was so
Oh,
much fun.
they're
Looks
working on a.
cool.
They're working on a sequel, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for that one, man. Those games I love to play. I mean, sometimes you got to get out of your natural habit, which is the shooters, the slashes, and all that stuff, and go play something like simple like that. Like for me, when I play hockey and you beat me 10-0, especially with the junior team.
Wait, have you ever skied before, Louis?
Yes, I went to Colorado and skied. I'm a pro skier, man, no doubt.
All right, fair. That's
I
good.
mean, I went down to Black Diamond, never skied before, but I got down. I got
But
down.
did you take your skis off and walk down, or did you?
No, I skied down, just straight down. I was like, ah! The whole trip down. I was like, ah, just screaming. I was like, no, no, man. I don't know how I got there, but I got there. But yeah, I learned how to do the swerves. Like, shh, 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 shh. I learned how to do like the cool swerves. Shh, shh,
Yeah, it's just
shh,
tough.
shh.
That's hard.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough sport. It's a tough sport. And man, Plume, those trees hit hard, man. I mean, they come at you. I don't know why trees chase you when you ski, man. I don't know
You,
why. They chase you.
you-
They chase you.
wait, you ran into a tree and
Yes,
you said,
I ran into. I was in the blue one. It wasn't like I wasn't like it's blue green, right? It's blue green then black, right?
yeah, yeah.
I was in the blue one. I think blue was easy. I was just heading down, nice and easy. And I don't know why out of nowhere this damn big ass tree was in the way. Boom! I was like, oh shit. Good. Yeah, I mean, so yes, I hit my couple trees. I also tried snowboarding. Yeah, that's hard. Snowboarding is hard. Snowboarding start skiing is just a little bit more easier. But I have my fun. I have my fun skiing. I have my fun skiing. So yes, that ski game looks awesome. Let's keep on moving up. And man, Plume, I don't know if you saw the deep dive on Stalker 2. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
looks
Oh
phenomenal,
my.
and apparently it runs very well on the Series X, which was one of my biggest questions when they first showed it off, and I was like, "Is this game on the highest end PC? Is it gonna be good on the Xbox Series X?" But apparently it 60 FPS and it has good image quality, so that's pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm impressed with all those stuff those devs has gone through. I'm impressed on how that game is going to deliver on this Xbox. I mean, I want to see it how it's going to deliver. I really do. I really do. I want to see how it's going to deliver. I mean, that game and the gameplay that you got to think. I mean, you can't use all the resources. I mean, that's going to be a tough one for me because I'm a guy that is just going to shoot the hell out of everything I see. I don't care. I'm just going to shoot everything. That's how I am. I mean, I'm just running there, and then I see this monster that literally disappears and leaves like a fart screen on the thing. It just you see like a fart smoke, like it's literally farting all over the screen, moving around really fast, and all of a sudden the damn thing appears and slashes you. I was like, wow, this is cool. And I remember I don't know who it was in chat. I was like, yeah, this was in the first game, but hey, for me, I never played the first game. I never did. I should hop onto it, yes, but I didn't have the opportunity. But man, that game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and you gotta think. It's one of those games where you gotta think. You gotta know where you're gonna put your bullets. You gotta know what you gotta do. It's gonna make you think. And I'm really proud of what they did. I mean, Plume. Anything else you want to add to that Stalker 2 thing?
Well, you're not gonna be able to just run in guns blazing. You're not gonna get very far. That's what it
I
sounds
know,
like to me.
I know, I know.
You're really gonna have to strategize, which I mean, it's all about the atmosphere. It seems like for Stalker 2 when you're in that world. So I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. That's gonna be one awesome game. It's I mean that and that's coming out when in November. That's in November 20th, right? It's November 20th.
Yeah, November something, but November because they moved Avowed out of there, which is funny because now Avowed is right sandwiched between Civilization 7 and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because they both got pushed to February.
Really? Really. Kingdom. Did you do you like Kingdom Come Deliverance or no? I mean, I never played the first one though. Did you like it?
No, but it's a huge game though for a lot of people, so it's gonna be interesting to see
Oh
how
man,
it stacks up.
why huge games? Why more linear games? More linear games. I can't wait for Replace though. Replace that is something it's out of subject, but Replace was announced during this week too. Replace was announced too. We got Replace, and that King Kong game. What's it called? King Kong something. That looks like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, the side scroller one,
Yes. Oh my
the
god.
2.5D or whatever. Yeah, that looks awesome.
That looks fun. That looks is gonna be a lot of fun to replace too, man. And those are the type of games I'm really hoping for them to release soon because I need those games in my life right now. I need those short games, linear games, just to run through them and just shoot and have some fun. Oh man, oh, I can't wait to see Score with the Gun. That game is gonna be talked about too. I can't wait to see that one. Did you see the trailer to Score with the Gun?
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Yeah, that looks just like pure fun.
Yes, it does.
Just pure fun. I love those styles of games. Just
Yo, Plume, and speaking of which, we're gonna drop into Gamescom open tonight again. That listen, those we gotta say it this way, just in joking mood, but those bastards from Gold Simulator, I don't know how the hell they put up those cool trailers. I was
I
wondering
thought it
what.
was like a new horror game.
Yes, me too. It was weird, and then we see the damn ghost. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, everyone was fooled by that.
Yes, it was weird. I was like, "What's going on? What's happening here?" Literally, I felt like the guy was like Bruce Wayne or something. Like, is this a Batman game? But what's going on? I don't know what the heck was going on. That was fun. That was fun. I mean, literally, those guys nailed out. That was another cool trailer from the showcase. We got hands down to them for doing that. Hands down. So going back to oh man, Plume. Oh man, Plume. Oh my god. This was another game that I was like, no, I can't believe there's a game out here like this. And now that chat was telling me there's a part one, and it's on Game Pass. Plume, I don't know if you played it, but it's called Revenge of the Savage Planet 2. Did you play Revenge of the Savage Planet?
Again, that's another one I watched a lot because my wife played it and loved it. So
You
as soon as they announced the sequel, I sent her the link to that. But it looks like it's a game I know I would enjoy playing. just from watching it.
Yes.
It's pretty awesome for what I saw.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And not only that, it's got couch co-op. It's got
Oh,
couch
that's a
co-op,
good
which is
point.
cool. It's got couch co-op. It's got, what's it called? Online, co-op too. And man, it looks like a fun game. I mean, I'm gonna beat up Silent in that game. I'm gonna be kicking him off the mountain, throwing him, down the thing because Silent said we're gonna play that game. I was like, okay, but no worries, Silent. I'm gonna get my revenge on you while we play that game. I will, I will, I will. So let's see now. I see a blue thing over here. Oh, there you go. Oh man, Silent Cypher with a beautiful and an awesome $2 super chat. He says, "Remember when I said February was bad time for a vow? Did he say that? Boom. I think
Well,
he did.
I'm not gonna call him a liar. So
I think he did. I think he did. Yeah.
yeah, no,
Hmm.
it is. It does seem like it's could be another interesting release time for it with all those games dropping. So maybe they should have just done January, first game
I
of the
agree.
year.
I agree. I agree. This should have been in January. I agree 100%. First game of the year, since January is kind of like a clean month, but I don't know. It's just weird. Um, She says, what is this she was looking for Ara? Which one was Ara? What was the name for Ara?
Aura History Untold. That's like another Age of Empires style
Empires.
game.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me turn off the AC because the dog is feeling cold. So AC's off. All right. Yes, I got a new pooch, Chad. I got a new pooch. She wanted to get behind the PC because of the heat that the PC produces, and no, I don't let her go behind there because then she pulls on the cables and my computer can go off. Yep. So let's keep on going. So yeah, we they talked a little bit about Shattered Space, but there was just a little bit about the House of Varun situation, stuff like that. Stuff I already knew from the back, from back to it. Oh, there was a new game in there that I was like, wow, this looks amazing. I thought it was actually Skyrim. I was like, wait, is this Skyrim Online? It's called
Yeah, that
Tinted
was
Grail:
cool.
The Fall of Avalon. That looked cool. But the question is, since it has fall on it, will it be good? Because games with fall in it is kind of scary nowadays. You got Redfall, that didn't do good. You got Titanfall 2, that it was an
Yep.
amazing game and didn't do good.
Yeah.
Um,
Babylon's Fall.
Babylon's Fall, which was horrible. And man, anything with fall in it kind of scares me. But yeah, that trailer looked pretty awesome. I was really
Yeah.
intrigued by that game. And also, we got again Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna talk about Dragon Ball again. Sorry,
That's
guys. I don't know
it's
why.
gonna be good, but yeah, it's been shown so many times already.
Yes, it's been shown so many times. And this one is fun. This is actually entertaining for me. It's called Let's Build a Dungeon Game Dev Simulator. Did you see that one, Blue?
Yeah, yeah.
How did you feel?
Are you
How did
gonna
you
build
feel?
some dungeons?
Hmm.
You gonna?
Should I?
I think you should. I think you should. I think you should put it out there, get your ideas out there, build a bunch of dungeons, see what people think.
What kind of dungeon should I build?
They have to
Hmm.
make sense though, right? Like, has to be some sort of cohesion to the dungeon. Can't just be totally
Crazy,
crazy.
crazy loose dungeon. It's gonna be interesting though. I mean, to be honest though, I'm happy that that came out. What was cool about it is that you saw like the when was it Windows 94, Windows like things. I was like, wait, is
Yeah.
this Windows 94 game or something? I thought you're making your own Windows or something. But then I see the dungeons and everything. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Now the only thing I was not happy about is that Tom from MySpace is not in the game. I was like, where's Tom? They should have had Tom into the game. Damn, man. At this point I said it was Mike from MySpace, but it's Tom. I don't know why I got Mike
Like,
in my head. Yeah, Mike. I don't know why it's Mike. But it's Tom from MySpace. I don't know why they did not bring Tom into the game. Tom should be in the game, damn it. Because that's what I was back in the day. We had Tom on MySpace as a friend. He was a cool guy. Did anyone chat? Did y'all get to talk to Tom? Because I mean, he was just on there and I had him as a friend, but he never say hi or anything. Because I said hi to Tom several times, but never said anything. Is he still out there
it's
alone?
probably just you. He probably just looked at your profile.
It's probably just me. Oh, so you did talk to Tom then, Plume? Did you?
Everyone, yeah, everyone. He was your friend. Everyone could talk to him. He'd
But
respond.
he would respond. He never responded to me though.
I'm just kidding, Louis. Don't worry.
Oh, I thought it would be real. I was like, what? Oh man, I was like, oh man, now I feel bad. Tom, everybody's friend, that responded to me. I was gonna feel sad. I was like, man, am I that ugly? You don't want to talk to me?
Colin said he removed him from his list because he was a creeper. So maybe you got lucky. Maybe you got lucky that he didn't respond to you.
Let me see. Crazy Louis us is the worst Xbox fanboy. He forgets about Xbox first party games. No, I'm not forgotten about any Xbox first party games because did talk about it, right? Did Louis talk to Talking Tom also? Who was Talking Tom? Is that another one?
Is that the cat?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's talking
So
Tom.
so let's talk. Let's go real quick, and then I know Plume, you're gonna get hands down on this one. Adam Fall.
Yeah, that
Uh,
game looks great.
that game looks great. Adam
That game
Fall.
looks great. It reminds me of it's like a mix of what's it called? The one that came out there last year. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why.
Oh my God! Yes,
I
Atomic
played it.
Heart.
Atomic
Atomic
Heart,
Heart. Yes,
yes, but like
Atomic Heart.
like more not like all the robots and stuff, and they have older guns. And anyways, it looks really cool. Looks really really cool. Excited
I
for
mean,
this one. And this is Game
they
Pass too, right? So
yeah, it's Game Pass Day One, bro. I mean, that's amazing. And not only that, what was cool about it is that you got to figure out the story. There's not like, oh yeah, you got to go here or anything. You got to figure out
yeah,
the damn story in the game. That's pretty cool. It's like you make up. It's pretty much you make up your own story in the story. But that was pretty cool. Like for example, like I love the idea like if they were going to go into a tough spot and you see like you saw like the scuds and rib cage out there and it's like a tough spot you're hitting in there. Like literally the game tells you warning you're going into a tough spot. Don't go in there. And of course people just went in there. And man, those guns look rusty as hell. I was like, man, I can't imagine them shooting that gun and blowing up in their face.
yeah.
It was
It,
amazing. It was
it
amazing.
looks yeah. I'm excited for that. So that
Me
was a
too.
nice.
Me too. Me too. And now we have, and last, we talk about Atomic Fall. And the last one that they showed again was Age of Mythology, which we already talked about it. That was shown, from Gamescom today, day one. So, Plume, before I jump into Phil's speech, because Phil's speech was really, really interesting today. I mean, the man manned up and came out and literally said what he said. I'm happy he did because everybody out there was just guessing and guessing and guessing and guessing and guessing. Oh, they misquoted what he said or yada yada this and everything that happened with Phil, right? But before I jump into that, I want to talk a little bit because Reishi says I'm the worst guy. I don't talk about the Xbox games, But yes, Reishi, I did talk about Genshin Impact coming to Xbox. I did talk about what's it called? I don't know if you were here but we talked about Call of Duty. That was Borderlands 4, but it was just a teaser. And I don't know, Plume, if you're a big fan of Borderlands 4, because that Borderlands 3 game was really bad. I mean, not a lot of
Yeah,
people liked
no,
it.
I it's just it was just a teaser,
Um,
and it's funny because the movie bombed, so I feel like they were expecting the movie to build hype for it, and I feel like at this point, because the movie was so bad, people saw Borderlands 4 and just like, okay, whatever. And there was nothing shown there. It was just it's
yeah,
just
but like,
it's
but like,
title.
yeah, we talked about Diablo. I mean, we mentioned Diablo because it was just the DLC of the whole Diablo 4 thing, and yeah, man, yeah, I did talk a lot about Xbox. We talked about the Forza, the hide and seek. We mentioned it because I got to really dig into the Forza hide and seek game and how it plays and everything. It's like a long list of things. It looks kind of fun that mode. Um, but yeah, I want to jump into this one because man, oh man, this is something I gotta ask a question about. And since you're the insider, right? Plume, we all know you as the big insider out there, right? Did you actually look for some information about Towerborn being early access on Steam first rather than Xbox? Because that was something that everybody was like, huh? What happened here? So what do you think about the whole Towerborn situation, Boom? Any ideas, any theories, anything you dug up into
Uh so I didn't really dug anything up on it, but yeah, that it was a question. It's like I think people questioned it because it was supposed to be releasing this year. It was one of the games that were on. It was on the roadmap for Xbox in 2024, and obviously that is the case. It's coming out in 2025, but it was already in beta testing or something. Was it on Steam
Yeah, it was
early
on
access?
Steam. Yeah, it was on Steam.
So they're probably, I'm guessing, just continuing that with the early access before releasing it on Xbox in 2025. Now, I honestly think that's kind of a weird announcement. So I kind of agree with people there. It's like you were promising this on Xbox in 2024. The game got delayed, and now people on Steam. who don't have a Game Pass subscription are going to be able to play it first, but it probably is for updates and for getting the game in a better state for when it does officially launch with that 1.0 version or that
Yeah.
final version of it. Which is, I mean, at the end of the day, the reality is like there's so many games to play. Like are I don't think that many people are actually gonna miss out waiting until 2025 to play Towerborn on their Xbox consoles, but it just looks bad from like the messaging side of things.
Yeah. Yeah, look bad. But I have a theory about that one, Plume. I have a theory. Again, chat, this is a theory. I am not confirming it. I am not saying anything no. This is a theory the crazy one has about this one, right? This is a theory, right, chat? Real quick. So, my theory is about all this stuff, right? My theory is that could we plume, could we plume, right? Since we all know why did they get early access on Steam first? Could this mean we are getting Steam on Xbox soon? Because why this though? I mean, could it be that we could get Steam, on the next generation console or something? Because why this deal was kind of weird. Like all of a sudden, you got Towerborn dropping early access over there on Steam first, and then Xbox. Basically, this was kind of like an Xbox game, wasn't it? Because that's where I get lost with it. Wasn't it basically an Xbox game?
Well, it was multi-plat, like PC, Xbox.
Yeah, PC, Xbox. But at the end of the day, could it mean that Xbox is actually negotiating with Steam, or doing something with Steam that could come
Oh,
out?
yes, yes. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, well, it's part. So it was a game. I now chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a game that was signed by their partnership like division. It's not actually developed by a studio owned by Xbox, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Because it's the Bannerlord studio, whatever they're called. Let me see here. So, but it was a game that was signed because they have the Xbox publishing division. So I believe it was so it was the Stoic Studio. That's it. Who's developing it, but signed via the Xbox publishing division. So yeah.
So, all right. I mean, that's the theory I have. I mean, there's got to be something going on back there. I don't know, because that was interesting right there. That was interesting. That was weird and interesting.
I mean that this may you could be right. I mean this game specifically may not be the thing that like that Xbox is starting to prepare for that to happen, but I do see in the next generation that they're just kind of going to open it up and try to get more launchers onto the Xbox and basically just make it a PC where you can play your Steam games as well because I mean Xbox games are on Steam, right? Like so um you could that could be something and that would be huge if that happened in the next gen, but that's the whole discussion as to what are they gonna do with their next generation of consoles. Are they gonna license out the OS to like an Asus and Lenovo and stuff and let them make
Yeah.
consoles on top of Xbox making their own major hardware? If they were to do that, I would pretty much guess like, yeah, they're gonna open up their ecosystem to try to get more launchers in there so people can play all of their games. So I then it would be a smart move if they were to do that.
All right, but wait, what did Rachie say? Let me go real quick because Rachie's pulling my tag. Windows 94 was it an OS? What? Windows 94 wasn't an OS? What? I moved on from MySpace. Let me see. What else did we forget about Ara every showcase? Oh, Aura. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Rachie. Sorry I didn't mention Aura. I didn't mention it, but don't worry, Rachie. I got you. Got you. We did mention Aura because even Cozy mentioned Aura earlier before. I mean that was a game that was announced again and again and again. It's kind of like a Mage Vampire games. That's basically all we said, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, what else can we say about it? What can we say? But all right, Plume. Now it's time to jump back into the good because we already went through the ugly. The ugly basically was the old Indiana Jones thing. I mentioned like it was like seriously, a lot of people out there were like, "Oh man, we saw Twitter blow up yesterday. We saw the PS fanboys who did not like the game because I don't. That's the part I don't understand about these PS fanboys. They say Xbox doesn't have any games. Xbox sucks. Xbox has a dry season. Xbox doesn't have anything good. They disrespected the players by doing that. They disrespected the Xbox community. I'm like, but how? I don't understand where is the disrespect in this. And chat, you can probably tell me what disrespect is in this. So I'm trying to understand what the disrespect is in this because at the end of the day, I'm getting it on my Game Pass no matter what. So how am I? Why should I feel disrespect on how they announced the game? I mean, Plume, you want to add to that? Because I don't understand how why do people feel disrespected with that? I'm trying to
for
understand that.
for indie.
Yeah, for indie. I mean, I have people tell me that was a blow to the Xbox community. How was that a blow? I'm trying to get that.
Well, like if you're attached to the console wars, it's disrespect because their whole persona is riding on Xbox being
Oh,
better than PlayStation and Xbox getting a game that PlayStation doesn't have, right? So if you're attached to the console war side of things, and that's everything that you have, then yeah, you'll feel disrespected. But if you just like video games, you want to play video games, and Xbox is your preferred platform, you probably aren't you don't care because you're getting the game on Game Pass and you're being able to play it day one, right? So
100%. I'm with you 100% because I'm
yeah,
still trying to understand how was that a disrespect because I mean
it's
the true Xbox fan basically, and I've been talking about this for months, boom. I've been talking about this for months, and I've been telling everybody Xbox is evolving, Xbox is changing. I mean, we're seeing things happen out here that you're like, oh man, why is it doing this? I understand because listen, I always say, first off, I'm a video game fan. Second, I'm a console war fan, right? But I'm the console war fan. I just troll, have some fun, but not really like into console war stuff, right? Just troll, have some fun. That's what we do, just basic fun. But I know that the whole industry is changing. I mean, look, it happened back in the day with the movies. It happened with Netflix. It happened with all this stuff, right? We all saw, Blockbuster go down because Netflix went into service mode. And I watch movies. Like I said, I mean, I don't have a Blu-ray anymore. I used to have Blu-ray. I have like 20 DVDs right here. Not 20, but like 4 or 5. I got like 3 VHSs down there. I'm not kidding you. I got a bunch of that stuff in there that I
yeah.
basically just put it away because oh, DVD came out. Okay, let's watch movies on DVD. Okay, let's put this away. Then after that, just I never got the Blu-ray because Netflix was out there. So for me, Blu-ray, I never got one. So Netflix was out there, and that was it. I mean, I didn't have to buy a Blu-ray, and so that's what happened. Things evolved. Things have changed. Things just change, and that's what happened in the industry. Things are changing. Things are evolving. So yes, as we're in changing and evolving, I want to jump real quick on Phil's speech, and this is what he had to say. This is part of the speech because I don't know why I just cannot find it completely, but Phil said this. We said we were going to learn launching 4 games last year. We said we watch. What I see when I look on in our is our franchises are getting stronger. Our Xbox console players are as high this year as they've ever been. That was interesting. We run a business. You hear that, guys? That's the word that I've been telling you all for the longest time. This is a business. Business is business at the end of the day. We gotta make the money because what do you think? You think that it's just gonna survive by just all of us going out there on Twitter, going on angry rants and everything? That's not gonna survive, guys. This is a business. They gotta make money. And as we've seen before, and we gotta say it again, right? And I repeat it, the whole exclusive thing was the thing that came out in the 2017, 2018 that got into talks because basically it was the main talk because Xbox made a more powerful console than the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. And that's what the Sony fanboys and the media push exclusives. Where are your exclusives? Where are your games? Where is everything? But yes, Xbox did have games. Did it have exclusives? No, but it did have games because these consoles run on third party games. There's a lot more third party games out there than the exclusives these consoles put out. That is true. Sometimes they tie an exclusive deal, right? With a third party developer, but it's a third party game. And so, how do we know this wasn't working? I'll tell you how we knew this because during ABK, and this is why I say God bless ABK for everything that happened in there because we learned so much about this business. And that is when that man, Jim Bryan, came out and said, Call of Duty is the game that funds our games, our first party games. That's what that man said out there. Literally, he said that. And if you guys, after you guys heard that, did not figure it out, that tells you that everything media was telling you, everything these fanboys were telling you, was not actually working as They were trying to paint that Mona Lisa, which it failed drastically after Jim Ryan said what he said. So let me keep on going. It's definitely true inside of Microsoft. The bar is high for us in terms of the delivery. We have to give back to the company because we get a lot of support from the company. That's just amazing. And what we are able to do. What do you mean by that? I mean, seriously, guys, this company gave them fat checks. I'm not kidding you. I mean, this is not like for them, okay, that's cheap change. But Plume, man, if we could get those checks those guys gave out, that's like $100 billion. I mean, Plume, we don't have to work for the rest of our lives anymore. Not even our kids or grandchildren. Nobody has to work for the rest of their lives. With $100 billion, you cannot spend in this lifetime $1 billion. You gotta go nuts to spend it. If you can be able to spend it, but you gotta be nuts. $1 billion is $1 billion. There's no way, unless if you buy like a $500 million mansion, which I know you're not gonna do that because that would be insane. What are you gonna do with a $500 million mansion? What, to invite your friends? Heck no, man. I'll buy it.
What if you bought 150 billion beers?
Plume, that's that. I mean, I would just get the company with 1 billion. Shit. I just get the company, get all the beers I want for the rest of my life. Because what am I gonna do with 150? I mean, the company where I'll probably die and not drink all that beer, man.
If you drink 150 a night, you never know.
No, you can't reach it. Let's do the math, bro. Now you got me. So let's see now. Let's see now. If you drink out here, oh, I turned the camera on. Why did I turn the camera on? Jesus, calculator. Get me the calculator. All right, let's do the math because just have some fun. 150 times 365 days in a year. That's 54,750 beers a year, Plume. I mean, not
Ah,
in this lifetime you can
you
drink.
could try.
You,
You could
oh,
try.
you probably die by one night. So yes, like I said, the company has been giving them fact checks. They got to deliver back to them. So now, this is the interesting part of everything, right? And I don't know why this speech was not added on there, but let me add this speech to it real quick before I go to that interesting part that Phil said that was not added to it. I don't know why they didn't add it. Um, Let me see. Hold on. Let me look for it. Sorry, chat. Give me 1 second because I have it right here. I talked about it, with some other people this morning. Hold on, real quick. Let me go see where it is. I talked about this morning because that was interesting. Oh man, that was just beautiful what he said there. I mean, everything on that speech was freaking amazing. I mean, I love that he manned up and came out and said what he said because it was time for save because their messaging was just all over the place, right? I mean, we saw that it was all over the place. So yes, he said also we had to anticipate that there will be more changes to some traditional ways, right? That games are created and distributed. That's going to change for all of us. That part is interesting, right? And let me see. I think it's no, it wasn't here because, like I said, I have the speech all mixed up. People are looking for ways to grow. The industry is changing. I think us as fans, as players of games, we have to anticipate there's going to be more change in how other traditional game way games are built and distributed. That's going to change. The end result is the end result has to be better games that more people can play. But yet the most important speech wasn't out there. And basically he said that the whole industry is changing. Plume, when you heard this man talking about this, what did you say? I mean, were you happy with this announcement? Were you angry? Like the whole Twitter went insane. Let me see if I can keep on finding what else he said on the speech. But what do you think about that?
I mean, he made some good points. You can look at it and maybe just say it's corporate fluff, but Phil Spencer has been pretty consistent on Xbox's strategy now for years, and he was basically just saying the same thing about the fact that they're putting games in more places, right? Like that's just it is what it is. He's talked about the development costs that have gone up and that you need to be able to support these games. And talked about the console growth where there's more console players now than ever that he says on there, but it's still there's the ceiling for console growth is they're almost there basically. Like it'll grow slowly compared to if they were to put their games in more places, PC, cloud, PS5, Nintendo Switch, right? Like so he's just basically been saying the same thing over and over again. The people that are still complaining about the strategy have not been paying attention to what's been going on since for years, since they started putting games day and date on PC. Go back to like Quantum Break, I think, and when that was third party exclusive, and then that launched onto PC. And what would I think was Gears as well? Gears Remastered, I believe, or was it? Anyways, when they started doing that, and and you also think about when they started just with the whole cross progression and cross play for everything. PC. I mean, this has been their strategy. That this has been the writing on the wall for a long time. So yeah, I
And
think
it
he said
was,
I think he said some interesting things, but is nothing really new.
yeah, it's nothing really new, but basically, that seriously destroyed a lot of narratives out there that they're just went nuts about it, right? I mean, the whole industry is changing. I mean, people don't seem to understand how is the industry changing. And yes, it is changing right before our eyes, because I keep telling people this, right? I mean, Plume, look, Plume. If the exclusive market was working, as the fanboys and as the media was saying with PlayStation, they would have not thrown a game to PC in 2019. And that was Horizon Zero Dawn. I think that was the first game they ported to PC to
Yeah.
another platform. Because I love when they say that PC is not like an actual competitor. Yes, it is an actual competitor to PlayStation. It is an actual competitor. You guys want to know why? And this information I look for today is there is 900 million PC players around the world. 900 million PC players around the world. Consoles combined all together, the top peak is 629 million. That is adding the old generations, not the new gen, just the old generations. Like 629 million peak. That's like the highest peak with with all the consoles combined. Talk about Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PS5, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. All of them combined goes up to 629. But there's 900 million players out there. So why the heck don't you think that PC is not a competitor? Yes, it is a competitor against PlayStation, especially to its hardware, because back in the day, that's the thing they believed in. They believed in their hardware. They're trying to push that hardware no matter what. That's why none of those old games you can find them on PC. Am I right, Plum, about that? Or I could be wrong. I don't know. Am I right?
But the older games, no. Like maybe you
Yeah.
can it now, but when they were first coming out, but I mean, they even told like when the whole Bungie thing happened, and Herman Hulse came out and did his whole thing.
Yeah.
They told us. I mean, yeah, we got to put games in more places.
Now
So
they got to put the games in more places, and that's the thing, though. I mean, when Phil said that, he was 100% right. The whole industry is changing, and everyone's gonna have to adapt, and they're not gonna like that. Man, I wish I could find that speech today, because I know that speech is everywhere, but people are just wording it out as they want to word it, right? They're not fully delivering it like it's supposed to be delivered, you know?
no, but and it's also the same thing about. It's just the problem is when you say like what we're talking about, people will think that you're just making excuses or your corporate Xbox lever, which is just so stupid. But um, like even when they went back, if you go back to February, they're using when he said no Indiana Jones and no Starfield. It's like anybody with common sense after he answered that question, and what he was saying was there was no those four games that were releasing at that time weren't those games, and he also said that there's going to be more. They're going to learn from those four games that they release, and there's going to be more games going on PlayStation, basically. So
That's true. That's true. I mean, like I said, the whole speech today was really interesting. I mean, again, I'm happy this man manned up, right? Um. Oh, look at this! This just came in. Wow. Judge Corley pushed back the case management conference in the private lawsuit mislabeled gamers lawsuit against ABK deal again, and now by almost 3 months, showing how little urgency there is. Still waiting for the Ninth Circuit soon. 9 months since hearing. Jesus Christ, that's from Florian Mueller, guys. Just to give you a heads up on that one. Um, there's like no interest in like to go through with that. I mean that's insane with the whole ABK thing just to get that through. But let me see if I can find it. How he says, because again, I'm trying to deliver like, because everybody keeps on like switching the speech on any terms, but he said that for them it's high priorities for the label, for the Xbox label, for the games, for like the games and also the platform, right? I mean, that was pretty interesting when he said that because a lot of people say that he abandoned the platform. And Plume, let's be honest, do you feel like Phil abandoned the platform?
Have they been Xbox? No,
Yeah,
but
no, they haven't. I
no,
mean,
I don't think they have. I mean, they just announced 3 new Xboxes today with pre-orders, but I can definitely see where if you only have an Xbox and like the whole Towerborn announcement, you can be annoyed by that. Um, and when games obviously run better on PC over Xbox, which they always will because they're now 4 years into this generation. You're nowhere near the current GPUs and stuff. People will obviously be annoyed by that, but I can see where people can get annoyed by the whole Xbox console thing, and then the whole Game Pass standard switch, where that's going to be a super interesting thing to see how this happens because I don't think that's Game Pass standard is going to get the first party Xbox games before PlayStation 5, for example, like Indiana Jones. So you're going to see a lot of people slighted by that. So I can see why people would be annoyed, but no, they haven't abandoned it. So yeah.
let me see if I can find the whole speech. Talks Indiana Jones. Let me see if I can find it right here. But yes, like I said though, and I mean, he wants to focus on the brand. He wants to do a lot of stuff, and at the end of the day, it's like how he said. I mean, this industry is changing. Like I mentioned, the old PlayStation games did not come to PC. They started in 2019 with Horizon Zero Dawn. So, like I said, is exclusive actually working for them? It's not. It's not. I mean, they're trying to get more player engagement on their own games. I mean, I even did a study, right? Basically went down. The Spider Man, the release from Insomnia that came to PS5. I went in there and did a checkup on this, right? I went to go see the PS4 version. I heard that the PS4 version it got to a time that it sold 20 million copies. That was the last Spider-Man PS4 announcement that was out there, right? Because now you got the remake. Now they combined it now like at 30 million, 40 million. It's everything is combined. Everything is in there like a sancocho, how we say in Dominican Republic, where you add the meat and everything into that. So yes, they added all that stuff in. But for the PS4 version, they got up to 20 million. So I went in there and did some math and did some research, right? I said, okay, let me see how many players actually beat this game. Plume, how many players do you think beat Spider-Man, the first one?
10%,
10%? Put it more, a little bit more.
15%,
More. I mean, I'll be honest, the number is good, but compared to the sales, it's not good.
50%.
Okay, you landed on 50. Do you take 2% off? That's 48% actually sat there and beat the game Plume. They went in there
Not
and
bad.
beat
That's a pretty high completion rate.
that's a pretty high completion rate. But when you got 20 million sales out there, right? It makes
Yeah.
you wonder. You got
But
12 million. What?
it doesn't matter if people all the people for PlayStation. It doesn't matter if they play 5 minutes or 100 hours of the game. They bought the game.
Oh, I know. They bought the game, but listen, the point is, right? They bought the game, but the thing is, Boom, we don't know which one is digital, which one is physical, and which one is bundle. You're getting where I'm going, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Bundles, yeah.
the bundles because they all put it in there. They don't separate that. We don't ever hear, oh, for bundle sales, Spider-Man sold 12 million. We don't hear that. It's all in there because that's what they love to do. Like, they just love to say, we sold 20 million. Okay, that's cool. But Plume, 20 million copies out there were sold. So a lot of them were bundled. And listen, Plume, people went in there, tried the game, and all the trophies, it was 80%, 90%. I saw some other trophies like 90%. They only tried the game and did not complete it. So what Sony's trying to do is go out there and get more players, to play this game, to try this game, because if they beat it, that means they liked it. And if they liked it, right, the next Spider-Man comes out, the other come out, they are gonna be really happy and say, hey, let me get the next one. That's what they're gonna do. So that's why Sony wants to get that engagement because at the end of the day, they're bundling that Spider-Man game in there, but people are not actually playing it. I mean, the
Yeah.
same thing, and that's how I say though. Was it working? No, I mean they're trying to attract more people. That's why they're sending their games way more out there, and
Yeah,
that's
but
the
in
truth.
and I mean, we live in a time this generation where we're pretty lucky that we've gotten to see so many things behind from behind the closed doors because of like the whole FTC thing, right? We've seen so many emails and all this stuff. We would have never seen this if Xbox didn't make those acquisitions. So we know
Yes.
what's happening in the industry. We know it, but I don't. It's basically costs for development have risen way too high.
Yes, it did. It's crazy. It's
That's
insane.
basically it. Like that's what's going on. Why they have to get more people to play their games. If people only wanted to ever keep games exclusive to the consoles, then we would have to still be in like the Xbox 360, beginning Xbox One generation of games before costs were like skyrocketing. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm being a little hyperbolic there, but like that's what's happened, and that's why we've seen games go to more places, and we've also seen all the cuts and all the closures because development costs are just way too high for these companies to sustain. It's happening to PlayStation as well. When you're seeing the numbers for like $300 million to develop a game,
Mhm.
no way that's sustainable by just selling consoles. It's just not it's possible.
It's not. It's not. It's impossible. It's impossible. I mean, while the fanboys keep cheering the console sales, right? Because we even saw the numbers out there, right? Media. Again, I have to throw media because media tried to paint it like, what's down there? Where'd he go? I don't see him. Okay, but media tried to paint it like if it was a good thing, right? The media tried to paint it like if it was a good thing. Like, oh, these numbers were great, but listen, Plume, I did not like the end result for those numbers. I didn't. I thought, because Sony's number one, right? Over there with the console sales and everything, number one. But seeing that revenue go down 44%, uh, and hardware sales are down. Oh, that's a hard take. And now what is interesting is that the service, because now they're talking about services and gaming and all that stuff, which is actually, doing a good thing for them. That was up 20%, and that was pretty
Yeah.
good on their side. Now for Xbox side of things, it was up to how much? 105% in total between gaming revenue and services and what was it? It was content and services. They were up 61%. Gaming revenue was 44, and service and gaming was 61. That makes it
Yeah.
105%. So that's what they're looking at, and that's what these guys are aiming at. And that's the thing that I keep telling everybody, and every single morning, I keep telling them, guys, the money is not made anymore in consoles. That's history right now. These consoles hardware are more expensive.
Yeah.
It's getting tougher to for them to make these chips and everything. That's why the PlayStation had to go through like how many revisions, like 4 or 5, to make that PS5 a little bit more, not because it was fat when it came out. I mean, it weighed like 19 pounds, then it lost like a pound, then 2 pounds. Now it lost like 15 pounds. I mean, damn, they were reducing that PS5. They were seriously reducing that sucker. They were, because of that, because it was just because they were trying to look for a way to make some money on the hardware, because they know that when they sell hardware they can make a good $10 or $20, right? But
Yeah.
nowadays, I mean, that's down, but at least their gaming services, right, which was games and service, they even added it together. They didn't want to separate it, because if they separated that, it was not going to look good. It was not going to look good. I mean, I don't know what was way more up. Was it the gaming revenue or was it the service revenue? I don't know which one was way up in there. They were smudged together for that fact, just to tell y'all, hey, we're at 20% with this. But if you cut it in half, it's 10-10. So it's actually not a good number at the end of the day. On both side of things, it was not a good number. So yes, that's how it is. And this is why Phil Spencer decided to keep opening those doors. I mean, you mentioned it, Plume. 2014 is when they started to PC. They're putting the games on PC because it was
Yeah.
basically part of the ecosystem, right? And now they're putting on a PlayStation game. They're putting it out there on PlayStation. They're putting it out there everywhere else because at the end of the day, they gotta make that money back. They have to,
Yeah.
because
And
it's what, go for it.
I was just gonna say, like, when you're talking about the consoles and making the money, it's like you can if you want to be like the Nintendo Switch, if you want to be 2 generations behind in power, and then but the thing is, Xbox and PlayStation gamers, they don't want that. They want the power, they want the highest end, biggest AAA games, but then they think that you could still develop those at a cost that will be able to lock those to only the console, which is just it doesn't make sense. So if the only way right now would be to go the Nintendo Switch route, and hearing rumors that the Switch 2 is going to be like the PS4 Pro, so they're 2 gens behind basically in their hardware.
Mm. That's interesting. So wait, so the next Switch is gonna be like the PS4 Pro?
Well, that's what the rumor is. And to be fair, Silent says, happy to see Plume agrees about the Nintendo hardware. They still have incredible games. It does the hardware doesn't even the hardware doesn't make the games good. So there's that too.
Yep. There's that too. There's that too, because I mean we've seen Sony whipping out some games that were like, oh no, what happened?
Yeah.
And Xbox too with Redfall. Yeesh. It was a fun game though, but damn, when that released, you gotta be honest, it looked bad. It looked really bad. Really, really bad, really bad. But once they patched it up, I had my fun. I cannot say I didn't have fun. I had my fun. It was a good game. It was a good game.
Remove the
Oh
Joy
man.
Cons and the Switch would look like an old Garmin GPS.
What?
That's what Reishi said in the chat.
What did he say? What did he say? Let me see what Chad said. What she said.
Yeah.
Let me see. Remove the Joy Cons and the will look like an old gaming GP. And not only
Not
that,
wrong.
Plume. And not only that, Plume. I mean, hey, it's actually gonna be PlayStation 2 lifetime sales.
Yeah, it is. Actually, that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive. And not only that, it's gonna beat it as a true video game console, not as a DVD slash
That,
video game console.
yep, that's true. That's
That's
true.
true. Those are facts. Those are
Deserves it.
facts.
It deserves it. Like they I don't know how they recovered so well from the Wii U, but wow.
Yep. Let's see now. Let's see if I can find the last part of the speech so I can read it completely. I think it's right here. Let me see. Franchises delivering. Did they cut this again? Necessary. Xbox console players rate is very high. Oh man, I just cannot. I think for us play. Oh, okay. I think for us fans as oh here it is. This is the most important part I forgot to add. I think for us as fans and player of games, we just have to anticipate there's going to be more change in how of the more traditional ways. Oh, I think I read that, didn't I? But in the end, feels the way it can play, but not. We're focused on the. Okay, let's see. Let me read that again. So I think for us fans and players of games, we just have to anticipate that's going to be more change in how some of the more traditional ways that games were built and distributed. That's going to change for all of us. Right then, that was the important part. But the end result needs to be better games that people can play. If we're focused on that, we're focused on the wrong things. On the wrong things.
Do you think Phil is hinting at something when he says for all of us? Is there some deals in the back with
Mm,
PlayStation that we don't know about yet?
Bloom, you read my mind because I was gonna ask you that same question, Bloom. Was Phil
Never know.
hinting something out there? Because nobody looks at that. They like to go out there and mix messages, right? But they don't see that point, Bloom. And I was gonna tell you right that on the dot. Is Phil hinting something with that?
Concord's not looking too strong. Maybe they got to get it on Xbox.
Right?
Maybe Helldivers 2 needs a boost.
Hey, I think it does without the PSN account.
Yeah.
I'm
But
being serious.
it would come with PC account because you have to sign into Xbox for Sea of Thieves, I believe.
Okay, it will, but make it work. Don't block us, you bastards. I gotta say it that way. Sorry about that. So Silent Cypher comes out with a beautiful and an awesome $5 super chat, and he says the Nintendo Switch, a doorstop, is going to beat the PS2, a DVD player that plays games. Lifetime sales. Sony should feel ashamed, but that this happened. Plume, Silent's right about that. You should be ashamed that, right? They should be ashamed. They should be ashamed. But yeah, at the end of the day, though, Plume, like I said, the industry is changing. Consoles, I mean, Xbox is evolving the way it's got to evolve to stay healthy because that was another thing he said. And let me see if I can find it where he said that, right? Oh, here it is. What I see is when I look that is that our franchises are getting stronger. Our Xbox console players this year as high as they've ever been. So I take a look at it. I say our player numbers are going up on the console platform. Our franchises are strong as they ever been. You run a business. I think I read that part. But I remember him saying that it's to protect like the Xbox brand, right? I mean, he literally said that or something like that. Because like I said, I mean, this speech was long. I just couldn't get it all together because people just added like segments about it just to throw out there and talk about it, right?
Yeah.
But you're right about something, Plume. Did Phil hint something that everyone's going through that change? You're right about that. I mean, that's something that's worth talking about, and that's something that's worth spinning out and see how it runs because it's all the bad talks about Xbox. But hey, when Phil said this, is there a deal back in there? Did Sony, went out to Microsoft and say, hey, let's have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. We got a business to talk out there, right? You got to go
Yeah.
out there and talk some business. Could that actually have happened and we do not know about?
I
Do
mean,
we?
people think that they just hate each other, right? But no, if they can
Exactly.
both find ways to make money together, they're gonna make money together.
Yes,
So
sir. Especially how it's going over there. PlayStation is not looking good. I'm telling you. They try to pin this good, but I want them to do better too. That's the truth. Because competition is always good, right, Plume?
yeah, but don't worry, Louis. Like they're in 2025 or whatever, they announced their first party lineup, or maybe one first party game. PlayStation is gonna everything over the last 2 years will be forgotten, so they'll be doing good again.
Oh, okay. So anything bad is gone. The PSVR 2 did not go close
No,
down or
it
anything. Okay.
didn't exist. That never existed.
Oh, it never existed. Yeah, they're gonna eliminate it off the planet. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go. But Plume, guess what? It's time to land the plane, man. We had a good discussion tonight. I mean, it was fun. It was awesome. It was great, sitting here talking to you, man, and hearing your thoughts about this. I mean, I wish Santa was on here with us. It was fun running throughout, the whole Gamescom showcase and the good stuff that was in it, right? Well, all that stuff was fun, right? All that stuff was
Great
fun.
time. Great time.
Great time. And I want to shout out to the 85 people watching our show. I mean, let me see how many people are out there because it says it right here on our show. We got 35 on Twitter. We got 20 here. We got one on Twitch. I think the number's wrong though, but there's 85 people watching our. Shout out to them for watching our show. And guys who are out there watching our show, please, please, please come by to YouTube and subscribe because we're nearing 1.6. So yes, we all just need just 6 subscribers, and if you want to keep on going, because man, our goal for this year, we're trying to make it. I'm not saying we will, is to reach the 2K finally, 2K mark. We're trying to get there, but we're nearing 1.6. So guys, come over here to YouTube and subscribe. That will be awesome. So Plume, sir, where can we find you?
YouTube Plume Gaming for my morning shows at 8 a.m. X Plume Gaming, and yeah, watch
Ah,
my news videos and enjoy it. Subscribe, share, all that stuff.
all right, all right, all right. And where can you find the crazy one? But before I tell you, I want to say thank you all to the 86 people watching the show. Thank you all for watching our show. Thank you all for sitting here with us on YouTube, also chatting with us, having some fun, have great conversations. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you all for your memberships. Thank you all for the gifted memberships. Chat, you guys, like always, are awesome. Thank you all for your support. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I love you all to death. I seriously do. I really do. You guys are awesome. Seriously. You're what gives us the pump to our show, man. You guys rock and you guys are awesome. Really appreciate it. Where can you find the crazy one? Simple it is. You can find me at Twitter X at I was gonna say Good Morning Crazy Lou. No, you can find me at Twitter X at Crazy Lou Gaming. You can DM me there, send me a message, man. I'm always there, guys. I'm always there. And also find me on the Xbox Factor podcast on Tuesdays over the Double Barrel Gaming YouTube channel at noon. Xbox International Podcast, 7 p.m. ET, right here with Silent Cypher, the Big Plume, and Sourblow. And Mondays, wait, I forgot one. And also Direct Gaming with New Legal because we partnered up. I don't know if we're doing a show tonight because he said he wanted to do a show tonight. Let's see what happens. I'll keep you all
I,
posted.
I hope you do so I can fall asleep with you guys in my
oh,
ear.
so you find us boring out there, huh?
No, I mean like because you're so late that I go to bed and
Oh, okay, okay.
I
Hey,
listen in bed.
to all our crazy stuff out there because there's a lot of crazy shenanigans out there.
I
We
need your
really bore.
entertainment for tonight when I'm laying in bed.
Oh,
I
you
always
need.
have to, I listen to something every night. So
Oh, okay, okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. And yes, because like I said, we are partnered up. And good morning with Crazy Louie from Mondays to Saturday. When I'm going in, guys, I'm gonna throw it out there on Twitter. I don't have a time set because sometimes mornings gets crazy. If I set up a time, I'm gonna be lying to you. I won't be there on time. My mornings start off as crazy. So yes, I just sent out the tweet, send out on Discord. So that's why you got to join on Discord. Let me post the Discord on here so you guys can join it real quick before you all go, because I know you guys got to go, got to eat dinner, do what you guys got to do, right? So let me post my Discord real quick so you guys can join it, so you guys can know when Good Morning Crazy Louie comes up and everything. And like I said, it's going to be on Twitter, here on YouTube and everything if you subscribe to this channel. That's where you can find the crazy one. So guys, hit the like button, and there's the Discord. Hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when next BI content comes on. And guys, remember, let's go, let's rock, and let's stop crying and start gaming. Yes, please start gaming. Have an awesome night. I will see you all next Wednesday on XBI, and tomorrow for Good Morning with Crazy Louie for Gamescom Day 2. All right, guys. Have a good one. Love y'all, and good freaking night. Now, where is this thing? Here we go. Where's the outro, Plume? I can't find it. Get it, Lou. Here it is. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off this live stream. On behalf of Xbox International, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you aboard next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.